Hey everyone, welcome to Redmen TV. It is Watchalong Day because Liverpool are back in action.
What a way to ruin a Sunday with this gang of idiots.
Yeah, genuinely, we'll see. Are Liverpool going to wreck another weekend for us? Stay tuned in to find out. The game is it 2:05?
Yeah.
Go ahead, 2:05 kickoff. Maybe this is going to be our lucky kickoff time. Who knows?
Yeah.
Tried every other one. None of the other ones work.
Not great, no.
Anyway, yeah, as you can see, Steve Hall joins me for this one. Over at the board is Shoeless Dan Club. Ready, willing and able to give us team news as and when it comes out. Dan, how are you feeling?
Yeah, wonderful. Light on my feet. That's how I'm feeling. No, I'm good. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm cautiously optimistic, albeit full of reservations ahead of today's game.
Excellent. Okie dokie. Yeah, if you've got anything you want to discuss with us or would like us to discuss, including Crystal Palace passing a golden opportunity to go 2-0 up against United, use the comment section underneath. I want to say a massive shout out to our sponsors, oosh.co.uk as well. I've remembered that I have to promote them, and I think it's... Oh, look at that, the QR code's there. Perfect. Couldn't have been any better. Scan the QR code, get yourself involved with a whole host of wonderful competitions. There will be a latest Liverpool one on, which, again, I should have looked up before starting this. I will double check that in a moment. But yeah, do head over to that. The link is in the description underneath. Yeah, we've been able through them to get a load of people to Liverpool matches. If you think that's a good thing, then they're going to continue to do that for the rest of the season. If for some reason you're feeling that's not great, well, you know what? Maybe demand is low and therefore you've got a better chance of going.
Just go with a car instead, it'll be fine. At least that's useful, unlike the Reds.
Yeah.
By the way, on Oost, that's coming very, very soon. We're going to be doing something for charity as well, which involves winning tickets for that Liverpool versus Leeds game post-Christmas, with some proceeds going to charity. So yeah, keep an eye out on all the channels for that, because Oost are brilliant, and they asked us, can they support one of our charities? And obviously we were delighted to let them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, we do love Oosh, and if you haven't tried it out yet, do go. Yeah, scan the QR code, click the link in the description underneath, and crack on with all of that. Rumours abound around the team. We're going to know that it's the 2:05. Absolutely screwed me up here. It's pretty basic mathematics, but I haven't got the brain for it today.
Like 1 minute.
A minute away.
Yeah,
cool. Yeah. So in a minute, we'll know whether all the rumours are true. Rumours including Joe Gomez and Mohamed Salah. I thought it was interesting that Slot kind of was asked about the likes of Gomez and Chiesa, and I think Endo was in there as well, about bringing certain lads in who were like to bring some fresh enthusiasm or whatever, and he kind of basically said yes, but then didn't want to give too much away for understandable reasons. So yeah, our team is out, so let's find out whether that is correct or not, as Dan frantically reshuffles around the board.
Yeah, all I've seen is that one change I just made, so I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that's right now, including the bench. Let me quickly scan that. Yeah, I think we're okay. Yeah,
so
we can all find out together, can't we?
Talk us through it.
We've got Alisson Becker back in goal, recovered from his illness, which is good news. We do have Joe Gomez, a start for Joe Gomez, nonetheless. Ibu Konate, Virgil van Dijk, Milos Kerkez at left back. I had Andy Robertson there moments ago. A midfield free of Alexis McAllister, Dom Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch just behind me. Cody Gakpo, Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz from the start. And a subs bench of Mamardashvili, the aforementioned Andy Robertson, Wataru Endo, Curtis Jones, Trey Naoni, Rio Ngamoa, Federico Chiesa, Hugo Ekitike, and Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah on the bench. That is the stunning news coming out of...
Gets benched at West Ham, doesn't he?
We've got previous in it. He takes it well as well, don't we?
If I don't Mo at West Ham, he'll be fine.
Sure he won't mind.
If history tells us anything, big calls by the manager. I think he's made some correct decisions. I think he could have been more ruthless if he wanted to, as well. But have we seen much of Florian Wirtz on the right of a front three? I don't recall seeing much of it.
The only time I can think of is Frankfurt away, and it wasn't really right of a front three. Well, it was and it wasn't. It was like it was more like weirdly three at the back kind of thing, wasn't it? So it's possible that we're going for something a little bit more like that. The inclusion of Gomez. So one thing we did in the Frankfurt game, and it's a little while ago now, we've suffered so many defeats that I've tried not to think about so much of Liverpool for that time. Robertson effectively played left of a back three in that. Now, what you could do with this, and it was something I remember saying the week after, is that obviously you're not going to put Gomez in at left back, although obviously you could. There's no need. We need him at right back. You could flip that a little bit more, and then it is Gomez, Canate, Van Dijk as a little bit more like a back three, which gives Kerkez a bit more license to roam and get forward down that side, which is what Frimpong was doing before he picked up an injury in the Frankfurt game. So there's lots of stuff that we could do here. If you had to, do you think it's just a straightforward stay? Is it 4-3-3 or whatever, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, I think so, because the manager's point in his press conference telling, weren't he, when he said, like, everyone's asking me to make these rapid, changes, change my system, change my setup, and like we play games every 2 days, and like we have 1 day training. So we play Wednesday, we recover Thursday, we're off, and then we're back. Like, where's the time that I'm meant to be doing all these things? So it would be really.
It's in the day off. That's where it is.
Maybe, yeah.
It's in the day off.
I think maybe that's what it is.
Just gonna throw that one out there.
No, potentially, but I think that was just for this week. So probably not. But listen, he did go to Frankfurt.
It's like, where am I supposed to fit in all my chores with? Like, I've got an entire series of Stranger Things to watch. I'm a celebs on. Where am I supposed to do all the things that he's doing in the house? No idea.
Get me a haircut. It's. I think so, probably not. But listen, he did surprise in Frankfurt. He went with that 4-4-2, whatever you want to call it.
It was 4-4-2 out of possession.
Yeah. There's also a world where it's Szoboszlai right wing, where Wirtz is. I wouldn't like that. I think Szoboszlai's the best midfield. Just keep him in midfield. So it looks like it's just going to be Wirtz from the right, which would be interesting, because again, we haven't really seen it in that formation. The idea was obviously at some point Wirtz and Isak being in the same team together and how they link up. Well, they're going to be close to each other in theory now, regardless. I thought there were signs, I know it was a long time ago now, and that Atletico Madrid game in the Champions League, where I felt that there was a little bit of link up, between those two, where you could see something. But obviously for injuries for Isak, and then obviously the latest injury to Wirtz. But yeah, the manager, I mean, he hasn't rung the changes, has he, really? But he's made some significant calls. I agree with the right back stuff. He's tried Szoboszlai, he's tried Jones. I think Gomez is the call. It should be Gomez. I think it should help Ibu out.
Yep.
I can't imagine Joe Gomez is going to be as forward thinking. I don't want Joe Gomez inverting. So maybe he can play more predominantly on that right hand side. But it feels like a more back to basic selection. And I've been saying for a while, and I am not putting all of Liverpool's woes on Mohamed Salah, because that's unfair and it's not true. When Mohamed Salah doesn't press and Liverpool can't defend, that's a problem. We're not good enough defensively to cheat and attack.
Yeah.
Like, we need all hands on deck for defending, and then stop conceding goals, and then one of our boss players will hopefully do something and score a goal.
Yeah.
You can't let 10 goals in 3 games and then say, by the way, we've got a lad here who doesn't defend. It doesn't wash.
It does feel weird though, Dan, that I think 3 or 4 games ago, I think everyone was wanting Salah to be dropped. And I know a few people still are, but I think Salah's been much, much better. Not to his high standards, of course, but no one really has been, bar Szoboszlai. It feels odd to do it now, when actually it feels like we're starting to get a little bit of a tune out of Salah.
I'm actually in total agreement with that. I think for the spells in the last 2 games in particular, where Liverpool have been well and truly soundly beaten come the end. But I think when we have had 15, 20 minutes, even extended to half an hour against Nottingham Forest in those games, I think Salah's looked actually quite sharp and quite at it. I think particularly first half an hour against Forest, I thought he was excellent actually up against Nico Williams. So yeah, I'm a little bit surprised, whether it's sending a message or I don't quite know, but there's other players in the 11 who have kept their place you could have sent a message to as well. So yeah, I'm a little bit taken aback by it, to be honest, and especially when you consider, people will question the other side, by the way, when it comes to Cody Gakpo. Maybe he should have been the fall guy in this, but there isn't in Florian Wirtz a natural replacement, because you asked the question a minute ago, have we seen this before? We have, but not really, and we haven't really seen it in his career coming up to this point either. So he's not a traditional right winger. It might work, he might be excellent there, but it's actually a quantum shift from what we believe Florian Wirtz to be, because he was a 10 who had a tendency to drift over to the left. All of a sudden, we're seemingly asking him to play as a right winger in a position that Mo Salah has literally made his own forever. So I'm a little bit surprised that A, he's chosen to do it, and B, the fact he's chosen to do it without a natural replacement or understudy there.
I think it's more, mate. I think he's really concerned, and he should be. Priority 1 has to be to stop letting goals in. Yeah. Mo Salah's been great.
But that's not on Salah for me. So the principles of that, you're right, but there's so many more problems. You could go throughout the entire team. You don't look at Salah for that, in my opinion.
No, I see your point, Dan, I really do. But also, like, we're crap at defending. We concede too many goals. And I think my thinking is he's thought, we have to have 11 lads who can get about.
That is true.
And you're probably sacrificing And it's, you're sacrificing Liverpool's best goal scorer to say, this is you can't win. It doesn't matter. Mo Salah's been good, I think, attacking wise in the last couple of games, and Liverpool have been soundly beaten because we can't stop letting goals in. He's so limited with options at the back. I think he would have loved to have had Gomez a centre half and done something right back, but he's got no options. The injuries are killing him a little bit. So it feels to me it's probably going to be a slight tweak to the system, a slight tweak to the 11, because you've I go back to me, it's 10 goals in 3 games, it's not good. It doesn't matter. You could score as many as you want, doesn't matter.
There is something too, where I do agree, and if you take the Salah, and Salah's just such a hot issue because he is, he's on paper Liverpool's best footballer, and he is the guy who's most likely to get you out of it. But if you were trying to reboot something, this is what you do have to put fresh people in. People who are going to run all day for you, exactly what you're saying. If you wanted to get Liverpool out of it, you can't, unfortunately, we can't go put a load of lads who want to volley people on because we don't own them. We don't own lads who do that. So getting Gomez in gives you a little bit of that. There's another slightly more defensive footballer in your back line. And then you're getting Wirtz, who should be full of energy. It's really interesting though, isn't it? Because again, Wirtz is not someone who's going to, I think, is going to win you loads of 50-50s and all that kind of stuff. Well. But he'll get in your face and he will get about.
Do you think also, Paul, because of the loss of, again, we don't know, Ekitike obviously injured the other day and maybe he's not fit to start. I think if you go Salah and Isak in the front line, again, Isak, we don't know where he's at fitness related wise. If he's not going to properly get involved in the defensive press and stuff, and then you've got Salah, I think that's really tough. If Ekitike was fit, this might be a different question, perhaps.
Well, this is the kind of thing on the manager now. He's going to lose. He will look. If he keeps losing football matches, he's going to lose his job. That's just someone will have to take that decision because eventually you'll run out of things that you can do. So it's on him now. And I think I think in recent weeks he's tried to go back to what we were doing last season a bit, and a bit of what Jürgen had them doing as well. And there is a kind of sense for me of if you're going to go down on your own principles. So actually, if this is more towards what you want the team to look like, and it might not. We're saying 4-3-3. It could be 4-2-2-2 or whatever. It could be any mad variations. It could be 3 at the back. Szoboszlai could be a right wing back. They're possibilities, but. Yeah, go down and think, well, I got the closest thing to my vision out on the pitch here. And then hopefully we'll see something. Win, lose or draw, I just want to see something that says we're on the right track. Whereas my fear over this last few weeks is, in going back to what we've done previously, I don't think with the players we've got, it's not as good. We're not as good as what we were doing last year. And nothing Slot could do would have Diogo Jota available to him. But I just think even if you had Gakpo, Jota, Salah for a bit, that would have been better than anything else that we've been able to try so far this season. I know people love Ekitike, but he's very hot and cold, and he is very, very raw. Yeah, the back line's not what it was. The midfield should be as good, but McAllister's obviously not been to that kind of level this season. Gravenberch really struggled for form. So yeah, I don't hate him. He's bought these lads. He's bought Isak and Wirtz. If I was Slot, I'd be getting them on the pitch every minute I possibly can. Because if it's going to go wrong with £250 million with the football that you've chosen to buy.
Absolutely. I think I had picked a very similar team. I probably would have put Andy Robbo at left back, because I was thinking, get your best 4 defenders on. That's maybe one. I've just checked on SofaScore then. I know someone mentioned in the comments as well. They think it might be 4-2-3-1. Szoboszlai kind of off the right a little bit. With Wirtz playing as a traditional number 10 behind Alexander Isak. That would make sense, because I keep going back to this fucking PowerPoint that Arne Slot meant to have showed to Florian Wirtz with Alexander Isak in it. It might be more of that, where you've got that link up between Wirtz and Isak. It gives you a bit more defensive solidity as well. That could make sense. I think I'm not a big massive fan of shifting Dominic Szoboszlai out the middle, but if he's a narrow right-hand side player, but it would work.
But look, basic principles of good, solid, balanced attacking football is 5 to defend, 5 to attack. And that's that. That is Van Dijk, Konate, Gomez, Gravenberch, McAllister, basically, are your lads who are tasked with getting in and doing the dirty work. Kerkez goes and joins the attack, and then you've got the front 4 there. I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of 4-2-3-1. It feels like, and I got shouted at, people go, Bayern Munich player and Barcelona player. Yeah, but really elite teams play 4-3-3. And I feel like teams that fight for 4th, 3rd and 4th in the Premier League, and then the European players play a lot of 4-2-3-1. But it's ultimately down to what you do on the pitch, the quality of the footballers, and we're getting as many quality footballers in as possible. If there's a world where you can then get Ekitike on for Gakpo at some point in that, well, that's Slot getting all of his best lads on the pitch there and his signings as well.
Yeah, like I say, listen, everyone's been asking for change. He's made the change. We'll see how it goes. You know what I mean? I'm delighted that Joe Gomez is at right back, and that might not work. We'll find out in due course. But of the options we had available, he's by far the best in there. Probably it should, in theory, give you a little bit more in terms of set plays as well. You know, West Ham are a big, fat, powerful team. They've got a lot of good set piece takers and really good lads in the air, so there might be a little bit towards that as well. It's still going to be a difficult game. It really is. It's going to be a difficult game, and Liverpool's the confidence has been has taken a hit a little bit. Maybe bringing these fresh lads in who haven't been in the fold. I mean, if Gomez hasn't played for the last month, then is he as rocked by the recent, defeats and the recent form? He hasn't been able to do much about it. Perhaps the same with Florian Wirtz, who's been on the sidelines a bit. Maybe just a fresh impetus. Lads who aren't as mentally scarred by the last couple of weeks, maybe can give Liverpool a little bit of a boost as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The thing for this is, what I'd like to see, Dan, is pick a system, any system, stick with it, and then when you make your substitutions, substitute within the system. Because like this idea of continually changing stuff, I just don't think anyone learns anything from it. If you believe in your system, improve it with what you've got on the bench or freshen things up. So what I'm hoping is that the substitutions, I'm hoping, will make sense this time around.
Yeah.
In that, if you bring an Ekitike on, you're not just bringing him on and then all of a sudden it's two up top. Oh, if you bring Chiesa on, it's not Chiesa, just go wherever you want to go, etc., etc. I'm hoping this is the start of us seeing, a new phase of Liverpool to try and put a positive spin on it all.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Yeah, I mean the substitution point would tend to suggest that we might actually be in the game and we're not chasing it at that point as well, because that's been when he's needed to, or he's felt obliged to make very attacking substitutions and just throw absolutely everything at a game of footy, which in turn unbalanced us and often cost us more goals at the other end as well. So yeah, I think you're right though in terms of the overall point about, and Steve referenced it a moment ago, I think Slot just needs to sort of go with it now, and kind of what will be, and almost like die on your sword a little bit, if indeed that is the way it's going to go. But this has to be sort of the start today, or sort of the end. Like, we kind of have to see the green shoot of recovery in Liverpool Football Club season, or that's it, we are done. And I think the changes he's made, it's not a Hail Mary because they aren't as sweeping as that might suggest, but if it is changes in personnel, big ones at that as well, certainly when you drop in Mo Salah, that is a statement whether you like it or not. Likewise, if it is a tweak in the system, we do go to a 4-2-3-1, that's another, okay, this is my sort of last roll of the dice. But if this is it, and this is what we're going to be for the forthcoming, then so be it. We just need to see. I don't quite know where I fall down in terms of just win or performance today. I think I need more than a win. I think I need to see us actually put together a proper display.
Yeah, the manager just needs to win.
He needs to stop
the manager just needs to win. And you build from there. The interesting point's going to be is when Joe Gomez comes off, because he's not going to play 90 minutes.
No, not even close.
What's the plan? Is it Curtis? Is it Sobbo? Because if you're winning the game, and then you have to do that all of a sudden, it's a bit, squeaky bum time. Does Endo go over there?
Well, that's why it being, if you can make it more three at the back, that does ease it slightly, because you can put Endo in, and he's not really then a right back. He is more like a right-sided centre-half, or maybe, you make him a left-sided centre-half and you put Kanate over there for a bit more pace, whatever. Yeah, no, that will be very, very interesting.
A back three would be interesting, because I think it will get more out of Milos Kerkez
100%
than we're currently getting. So if you shift it, to a 4.
But are we tailoring our formation to get more out of Kerkez?
No, I think you're tailoring your formation maybe to get more defenders on the pitch. You can stop.
Yeah.
So if you humour me and just make it like a back three of Gomez, Kanate, Virgil.
Absolutely.
So
Virgil will be the left one.
Virgil will be in the middle.
Virgil in the middle.
Gomez on the left, maybe, and Kanate on the right.
Okay.
I'm just guessing where.
Yeah, it's a fair point. It's fair, but you can't have Kanate on the left.
No, you don't want Kanate in the fucking middle, and then I'm guessing right-hand side would be like a Szoboszlai.
Yeah, I agree.
And then you've got like three.
Those two, and then
like Vert, like.
Where do you want Florian Wirtz in this?
Floating in front of Sobbo, maybe.
Gakpo and Salah.
Sort of
for something goosh, like along the lines of the 3-4-3. Maybe that's what he's thinking. That allows Szoboszlai and Kerkez to be your engines up and down that left. That's a massive change.
Yeah.
And that would be something that he'd have had to work on in
training.
It
goes back to, again, in and out of possession stuff. Is that can be a 4-2-3-1, but it can shift. And when Wirtz played right-hand side, again, as normally of a 4-4-2. Yeah. First 5 minutes of that game, he's back in the right-back position, helping Frimpong out. But actually, Liverpool get hold of the ball and don't really give it up for most of that match. And he spends most of his time, a lot of time on the right-hand side. Then when we change and bring Bradley on, Bradley then, I think Wirtz moves a little bit further wide, then he drifts into the 10 at certain times. It's complicated. My fear is, and it's what I want to see more of. This goes back to the win or performance thing. I want to see it look like Liverpool know that the players have got the ethos right. Yep. Because I think you can change formation all you want, but actually if the attitude and engagement with what they're doing isn't on it, then it kind of doesn't really matter. I want to see us make life really difficult for West Ham. I want our lads to come off the pitch knackered, but I want their players to be collapsing with tiredness, having been run and jostled and elbowed and kicked all up and down the park. And that's my thing. I think we get lost in the tactics of it sometimes. I think you need that, but your fundamental is how you approach the football match. And we've started games well, but our second halves have absolutely fallen off a cliff in recent weeks. So I want to see 90 minutes where I can point at and go, okay, if you do that every week, you're going to win more football games. Yeah. At the moment, we're not putting 90-minute performances down at all, and I think that's definitely tactical, but I do think it's physiological and psychological.
100%. Well. Like, Liverpool, like, tactics, whatever, but like the mentality has been dreadful in certain situations throughout the course of the last few weeks. Like I say, hopefully the change of players might freshen that up. But what I will say with Wirtz, I've been underwhelmed with Wirtz and I think most people would agree. It hasn't gone as well as we all thought. I thought he was going to come in and be the best player in the league, and Liverpool will be top of the league and everything will be fine. It hasn't been that. The one thing we can't question, he is amazing off the ball. Like, his best way for Liverpool, for me, has come off the ball. He hurries, he harries, he covers the ground, he presses really well, he takes good angles on the press. He will put his foot in. He's not going to slide in anywhere. You'd like to hope, I thought, particularly against Forest, there was no pressure on the ball. It was too easy for those players just to ping it towards our back line. And our back line, listen, it's shaky. Even the captain's having a bit of a time at the moment. Can you try and cut out the supply as well? So without the ball, you might get more from Wirtz than with it. And I'll go back to the thing with Salah. Maybe that's part of the reason. What it does mean, it puts a little bit more pressure for me on Alexander-Isak. It's time. I said this the other day on the build-up show. It's absolutely time. You're fit now. It's December. You're fit. You're ready to. You have to perform. Like, 125 million pounds. Like, the excuses go. Like, you go and find a way into the game. Like. So I said against Forest, why aren't we passing to Isak? And I think it was justified, the lads weren't finding him. Yeah. But then the very next game, no one was passing to Ekatike, so we hadn't got the ball. Yeah. And he did something with it, and he beat a man, and he got a shot away, and he was running through, and he makes something of it. I think now there's got to be a big emphasis on Alexander-Isak. Listen, mate, you're the most expensive player in the history of this country. It's time to go. Yeah. Like, the lad who's outperforming is on the bench. It's go time, and I hope to think, and I'd like to think that he's got the mentality to respond to that, because Liverpool need him. We absolutely need him. The game plan this summer was obviously something to do with Wirtz and Isak, and we haven't been able to do it yet. It's time, mate. It has to be today.
No, 100%. Yeah, I completely agree on that. And it's I think the Wirtz stuff's interesting. I was having to think about this the other day, of the fact that we spend so much money on him is problematic, because it makes it really difficult to talk about him, because you can't go Wirtz and then not mention his fee. And no one's actually saying, I think he was bought to upgrade on Szoboszlai, and then Szoboszlai's response is to be the best player in the team. Yeah. And we've done that. Happened to us plenty of times before. Keita got seen off, Oxlade-Chamberlain got seen off, Shaqiri got seen off.
Jamie Carragher saw off about 40 centre-halves and 30 right back. He kept just signing them all the time, and he was like, no, you're not having my place.
And that in its own way is a good thing, because again, the Szoboszlai that we're getting this season is better than any Szoboszlai we've ever seen. He's touching like Gerrard levels of every blade of grass. Brilliant for us, and first name on the team sheet. But it has made it harder for Wirtz, but good. Because now Wirtz has got to decide whether he's good enough to actually stake a claim. If this is another position we're trying him in, I feel like he's so good that you can basically kind of play him anywhere, and he should be able to come alive. But what you need to do is, as you kind of said, I think you've got to kind of, I say carry Wirtz. I don't mean that. I mean build a support network for him, the way that you do with Salah. But to your point, I don't think you can do support network for Salah, support network for Wirtz, support network for Isak, support network for Van Dijk. I think we've just got to say, if Wirtz and Isak are the ones, then let's just go with that and see how it works out. Anything else you think it might be in terms of lineup, just for talking sake?
To be honest, not necessarily. I like the 4-2-3-1 we toyed with a moment ago, to be honest. I think that could bring the best, and you're not shoehorning Wirtz into the 11 so much. I felt in that if you get him a little bit more central. But outside of that, no, I think we are likely to see this, to be honest. I would be somewhat surprised if he really made wholesale changes to what we were trying to do, especially given the lack of training time that he's referenced himself this week. So, yeah, I think it'll be that, or maybe that 4-2-3-1, which we suggested, because I think actually that would be my go-to play if indeed it was up to me.
I'd do that, Paul, but I'd swap Sobbo and Wirtz if that was the case.
I
don't like it, but I think Wirtz behind Isak. My guess, I'll go back to that power point I keep talking about before. I think the plan when he went to Florian Wirtz and said, "Don't go to Bayern Munich because I want you, and here's what we're going to do for you." I think a lot of it involved, I want you behind Alexander Isak, and I want you two linking up to become the most expensive partnership in British football history, and I want goals and I want assists, and I go back, I saw bits of it against Atletico and I think it could work again. I think it's harsh on Szoboszlai and he's getting moved around again, but he's doing one for the team. Wirtz, Gomez, right hand side, I think I'd probably feel a bit better with Sobbo there, but I just got to go back to it, mate. Wouldn't it be brilliant if Liverpool's game plan today was get the ball to Florian Wirtz and his job is to get it to Alexander Isak? Yeah. Let's have a go at doing that. We haven't seen that yet. Yeah. We spent 230-40 million pounds on these two lads. Maybe it's about time that we got them both on the pitch and got them playing together.
When does Salah go to AFCON?
He might miss the Brighton game. He'll definitely be away for Spurs.
Yeah, I just mean if anyone knows specifics.
So as it stands,
Egypt asking to
they want them 5 days
Egypt want him earlier, which would mean he misses Brighton on the 13th. Yeah. As it stands, Liverpool think he's going to go and miss the Spurs game.
So I mean, for what it's worth,
2 or 3 weeks.
We need a solution at some point.
Salah's not performing so well that it's like running flat out and then he goes and then you figure it out. There is probably something here to. So as much as we're not used to the idea of Wirtz playing on the right, if he thinks that's it, then put Wirtz on the right and stick with him on the right for the next month and see how that works out. Yeah. Or the Szoboszlai thing. We just got a bit of again, it goes back to the balancing problem with the squad, is that we've had to invent a role for Wirtz, and then it's a bit like, but I'm not really sure if that's the right thing. Give it up or go for it. I think that's the way he's going to do it.
Just score badly.
Is it 1-1?
Can I ask you a question? This might just be inflammatory, so I apologize. Like, is he panicking a little bit? Like, is this just a case of, like, I'm going to lose my job here? Like, I need to be able to show that I can do something different, and I'm doing something different. Because I think if he picks the same 9, 10, 11 today, and they get beat again, I think every one of us, and maybe the people above him, go, lad, this team keeps losing. Why haven't we changed anything?
Honestly, no, because it's not like he's just playing. I think Wirtz would have played last week.
Yep.
Because he came back from they played really well for Germany in the Slovakia, was it?
Yeah, the BX 7-0, yeah.
He was really good in that one, and I thought that he was playing off the left, and he created a couple of really nice goals for Leroy Sané, and comes back in, you're like, well, he'll start at the weekend, that's exactly what he needed, and then he hasn't, and then obviously Isak, by all accounts, they kind of actually wanted him to play a bit more for Sweden, but was he being protected against suspension? So that's not worked out for him. And there's a variety of circumstances when things aren't going well. You tend to find, we're trying to find things out. People stop me on the street and ask me, "Do you think it's X, Y, and Z?" And the answer is, there's so many things going wrong. The simple solution is, get your good lads on the pitch and have them score some goals. And if Wirtz and Isak get on the score sheet, that will help us win a football match, and then we can kind of go from there.
And also, if Arne Slot wants to do his thing of get all his tackle lads on, he's got loads on the bench. Like if the plan is go 2-0 down and web them all on, he's got Salah, Chiesa, Ekitike, Rio. He can fill his boots. He can fill his boots. It's a very unbalanced. It's a first time lads. It's a very unbalanced bench. It's very attack minded, and that's the risk, I suppose, Paul. When you play Gomez from the start, we've got 3 fit centre halves. Yeah. And they're all playing now. Yeah. That is something he's going to have to bear in mind over the course of the next month.
The problem with Gomez, though, is that you never get to pick when he's injured.
Yeah.
You'll get injured playing or you'll get injured in training. It doesn't really matter.
Playing while you've got him.
Yeah, exactly. Because you can go, okay, well, I'll wait another week. And then, you'll just pull up and trade. Like last week, he misses Forest, and no one knew why he'd missed Forest, and they come out, he'd had an injection in his knee. Yeah. And everyone else was like, well, he's got to play. If you missed that key piece of pre-match information, in fact, we came in on like the Monday to do the podcast, and so, by the way, he missed that game because he wasn't fully fit. And it's like, I've been fuming about that all weekend, but that's the reality of it. Yeah, I agree with that. That's an issue, but again, one of those things of I don't know. You've got to have the courage of your convictions sometimes and trust the players won't get in.
You heard before about getting the lads on. Is that the team you'd have picked? Would you have made any other changes?
Until I see where Wirtz is playing, it's hard to know really. Because I
think personnel wise.
Yeah, well, I'm just going back to in my head. Liverpool play 4-3-3, and we play with a number 6 who is charged with controlling everything, and then we play with a left-sided 8 who's a bit more geared towards a 6, and we play with the right-sided 8 who's a little bit more geared towards 10, and that's what I know of it. So in that regard, no, this probably isn't what I would have done, because I'm used to our right wingers scoring goals. But actually, if Isak's going to start being a 30 goal a season centre forward, then actually putting some functional wingers. Szoboszlai's pace is no bad thing if he's playing on that right hand side. Gakpo, fine, but I would be starting to edge towards Ngamoa getting more minutes down that left hand side. So that'd be another shout as far as I'm concerned.
I might have,
until I see how it lines up. It's impossible to tell.
Personnel wise, I think I'd have had Robbo in, and I probably would have started Chiesa over Gakpo. But I'm happy that he's done something. I mean, I've been saying, listen, no one loves Mohamed Salah. I don't think more than me it's impossible, because it really is. But I think it's time that he was. I just want to see if Liverpool are better defensive without him, and I'm not putting all the blame on him. The only other question, mate, I think Curtis Jones can count himself unlucky as well, not to be in that midfield. But maybe he's getting kept for right back duties later on. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the McAllister's the one for me in that regard. I'd have probably put Jones in for McAllister's probably the one I would have done. But it's funny because I think the last couple of games, I think Curtis has been really good. But also, I've seen people going, "Oh, he's rubbish," and it's like, I haven't seen that. I've seen him actually do. I actually thought
that's just Curtis Jones, though, isn't it?
No, I know. It's mad. I thought actually playing against Forest, Szoboszlai with Jones in midfield and Salah on the right-hand side worked brilliantly, particularly in the first half. Jones was okay from right back in the first half in the week, but I actually thought it performed better with him and Szoboszlai flipped. I thought it worked better with Szoboszlai at right back, even though it was okay. So yeah, it's all of this will be eased by Liverpool just winning a game of football, and they are capable of doing that, certainly more than they have been in recent weeks. Yeah. How do we feel? Do we think Liverpool are going to win today?
No, I'm not confident. I think that's a team that can win. Mate, Liverpool could be playing like I did today. Liverpool could be playing against the Dog and Duck. Yeah. And I'd be thinking we're going to let one in off a corner. Kanate's going to throw one in. Like someone's going to do something mad. So at this moment in time, it's impossible to have confidence in them.
At least the Dog and Duck fight for every ball.
Like I say, you might win a header, but
cracking stadium as well.
Oh, nice, Dan, love it. All bark, no bite. But I think I'm more enthused that he's rung the changes. If he'd just went out again and gone same 9, 10, 11, I'd have been like, oh my God.
Has he rung the changes? He's changed Salah for
big call. It's a big call, isn't it? It's not.
I know Gomez.
And I think he's playing a defender at right back. Yeah. I think he's changed the system as well. And he's dropped Mo Salah. I think they're 3 quite significant changes. It isn't like wholesale, but it's about as much as he was going to do, really. So I'm a bit more enthused. But yeah, listen, mate, I don't think, how can anyone be confident in this team at the moment? You'd be foolish to be confident in them. They've done nothing to deserve our confidence. All I can say is they are very talented and they're all very good footballers, and if they work hard and they turn it on, they can absolutely win this game, but they've got to go and prove it. Yeah. I'm sick of fucking statements online, of fucking Instagram posts and interviews after the game. Shut the fuck up and just go and win some footy matches.
Yeah, it's called, it's David Beckham syndrome, this. And he used to do this for England all the time, where he'd come out and do a press conference and he'd say, "Oh, big performance coming." And I equate big performances are like big shits. You know, saying that it's going to come isn't the same as it just being ready to be there. Like, you know what I mean? So sometimes you just got to go with the flow and let it happen when it happens. Let it brew. Dan, are you confident that Liverpool are going to win today?
No, not particularly. No, to be honest. I'm somewhat in Steve's camp in terms of I'm glad he's done something. I'm not in total agreement with what he's done or his choices, but obviously the definition of madness is doing the same thing, and that's kind of where we were getting to a little bit, it felt like, with Slot, certainly when it comes to substitution. So yeah, I'm pleased to see he's acted upon what was happening. Mm-hmm. Do I think it will work in practice? I'm not convinced. I hope so. Again, all the reasons just outlined. Talented footballers, world-class footballers in lots and lots of cases, therefore should equate to a decent performance and hopefully results. However, I'm concerned, really, really concerned that we are going to see another really disappointing afternoon. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm massively, massively wrong, but I'm worried.
Mate, if it goes wrong, the manager conversation gets even bigger later.
And honestly, that's kind of where I'm at. I think we're going to win today, and I think we're going to win well. But then I'm an eternal optimist, so fine. I think Everton got whacked. Hopefully Crystal Palace can finish the dinner here against Manchester United, and then Liverpool win.
Draw might be a better result.
I know.
I was watching Tottenham v Fulham last night thinking, who do I want to win here? What's best for the Reds? I don't know, it's mad.
Hey, listen, keeps the weekend interesting. It's mad only it's December and you've got one other result to focus on. Oh, we've got like half the Premier League calendar.
Broaden our horizons, that's all we're doing.
I was watching City v Leeds, legally of course, I was out the country, and then and then the scores are coming from my phone. I was like, do I want Brentford to win? Burnley? What am I meant to be doing here? Usually I don't have to worry about that crap. It's just like, but the way the table is now, the good thing is, and I was listening to the United Palace match on the way in, actually, it was like, Man United are 12th, but if they win, they could be like 5th. Or like the league is so compact. Yeah. If Liverpool can win 2 in a row, all of a sudden they're at the 4th again.
I said this on the podcast last week, and it's not gone great since then, of course, but like, you just need to win 3 on the bounce. No, I know that's sad. It's mad that everyone's like, 3 on the bounce, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. And look, I know it is, isn't it? There's no evidence that Liverpool are ever going to win a game again. No, exactly. But that's what I mean. Win and then win again and win again. By this time next week, Liverpool could be comfortably in the top 4 of the Premier League. It's up to them. That's up to them now. The league title is done. Let's not worry about that one. But you can still have this season be competitive, and then after that you go back into the Champions League and you got a chance to get that back on track. The way the season's gone has gone so abysmally. What Liverpool realistically need to do is come out of the Christmas period into the new year and still have top 4 be a possibility and still be, ideally in the top 8 of the Champions League. Oh, United has gone ahead. Ideally in the top 8 of the Champions League, but the very minimum in that 16 or whatever that gets you into the knockout phase, and then you can try and create something from the back end of the season. But they've got to start winning games, haven't they? It's stupid.
See, Max Rodier, I should do the thing where grow your hair until we win 3 games in a row. And that guy, I'd have hair like you.
I would love to see what that looks like.
You know what it would look like? It would look like Paul Heyman.
Oh, would
bald on the top, party on the back.
I would love to see
party at the back, nothing going on at the front.
Like a ponytail.
Like Steven Seagal.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what it end up like. Because there's nothing going on here, but round the back we'll get pretty busy.
You would not be having sex for that entire period.
Oh, 100%. There's no way. So the answer is no. See, Mac, I appreciate the suggestion. I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. But yeah, your point's right, because Liverpool, the idea, there's 2 ways this goes. Liverpool are back in the top 4 positions in the next couple of weeks, or they've got a new manager. Yeah. It feels like there's nothing great. There's nothing really in the middle, is there? And that's kind of where we're at this moment in time. It's a very, very strange time.
This is where I'm at. I feel really sorry for a lot of the stuff that's going on. I've said this on the podcast, I don't have a strong feeling one way or the other about Arne Slot. I don't absolutely adore him, and I don't massively dislike him. And there's been Liverpool managers that have fallen into that camp for me in the time that I've been doing Red Men. It's Clapham Hodgson. And there's been managers who've been somewhere in between and all kinds of different variations, and I've liked more at certain times. There was a time when I just thought the sun shone out of Brendan Rodgers' arse. But
you fixed that as well, didn't you?
Much like Brendan Rodgers.
You and Brendan got something in common.
Like Brendan Rodgers himself, I genuinely thought the sun shone out of his arse. But this is exactly the point of, if it goes wrong, they'll have to make a decision, and we'll live with that. We're here regardless. There's nothing we can do. We can't stop being Liverpool fans. So our job is just to continue to get behind it. Not we can even watch it on the telly, of course, but if you're in the ground, sing if you fancy it, and go for it. Up to the players deliver back upon that faith that we've put upon them. Cool. Right, we're going to have a break. The game will be on. And we will be covering it a little bit later on. We're going to have Dan here to get some more of your comments and reaction to stuff. We'll have a little bit from the manager in the meantime. But do stay tuned. I've got a plan in place for no matter what happens. I am going to end this game as happy as possible. So stay tuned to see what that is. It's biscuit, not blowjob related. So that's fine. Bye.
I know, obviously, last night you said that you hadn't spoken to Richard Hughes or any of the ownership group last night, but have you been able to since? And if so, what have those conversations been like? Has the support that you spoke about last night been reiterated to you?
Yeah, we've had the same conversations as we've had since I'm here. And as I'm not sure if I said it last night, but we fight on, and we try to improve. That's what we all try. But the conversations have been the same as they've been for the past 1.5 years.
For you at the moment, is there an anger, maybe that's too strong, is there a frustration or a feeling of being let down by your players at the moment who aren't necessarily reaching the standards that we've come to expect from them?
No, not at all. Although I do agree with you that our standards, and with our I mean the team, have not been of the standards that we are used to and that we want. So we think we can play better than we do. But last season, when we did really well, there was a lot of focus on certain individuals, and I always said it should be about the team, and the team makes the individuals look very good. And if the opposite is happening, we should also look at the team and not at the individuals. So that's where it's about for me.
But you also said that you have to look at yourself. What can you do different, if anything?
Nah, that's not so easy to say what can I do different, but it's quite normal if you win or lose or draw that you reflect on a game. Which decisions have you made? What have you done during the week? All kind of usual things managers do if they win or lose. But maybe you do it a little bit more if you lose. You try to find the answer to what is needed to win a game of football, and in the end it's about doing what this club is about, is keep fighting, and no matter how difficult it is, we have to fight together. But it would also be nice if we would reward ourselves in the moments we play well, because people are very focused and correctly about the parts we don't play well, but there are definitely large parts of the games where we do play well and where we do create a lot of chances, and we tend to forget to reward ourselves in those moments, and every small mistake or small error immediately leads to us conceding a goal, and that is a very bad cocktail to have.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Redmen TV and your watch-along ahead of Liverpool taking on West Ham down at the London Stadium. We've got about 35 minutes until kick-off. Paul and Steve will have you covered every single step of the way for your comms, so make sure you stick around for that. But in the meantime, I'm here for the next 20 minutes or so to basically field your questions, opinions, anything you want to talk about. This is an open forum, so let's do it. How do we feel about the team news? How do we feel, generally speaking, ahead of this one? Obviously, a massive game for lots and lots and lots of reasons. Getting back on track, stopping the rot, however you want to frame it. The importance of winning for the manager's sake and his job. There's lots at stake, I think it's fair to say. So yeah, we've got half an hour or so to chat through it, and like I say, feel free to bombard me with your opinions, questions, and other. I am interested about how we feel about the team, actually, because whilst there isn't wholesale sweeping baby out with the bathwater changes of system and personnel, it still changes, and it's a big one, of course, in Mo Salah as well. Possibly justified, I'm sure lots of you think that as well, but it's big. Whichever way you want to dice it, not playing Mo Salah, we've seen how he takes that at West Ham previously. Like, it's a big old call for the manager, and I know he's spoken in the press about, obviously, the games and the intensity of the fixture list and maybe saving and resting Mo Salah. He's framed it as, however, Mo Salah starts Premier League games, he starts Champions League games, full stop, regardless. So for him not to do so is definitely a talking point. Real question about the manager, just the fact he doesn't care what the fans think of him, meaning people turned on him way quicker than what would if it's a lovable character like Klopp. Interesting. I have similar opinions to that, actually. It is not, the first bit, I get where you're coming from, but I don't think it's quite as extreme as that, actually. Happy birthday, by the way, I wanted to say, whilst this was up. Hopefully we get a birthday win for you. I don't think it's quite as exaggerated as that. I think Arne Slot clearly cares what the fans think of him, and he wants to be liked. Of course, he wants to be a popular figure. And what I want to say early doors, actually, because there's been a lot made of the Slot relationship, or lack of relationship, with the fans and with the city even, etc. It's sort of going beyond the football pitch, which is what Jurgen Klopp did so well. Arne Slot never needed to follow in his footsteps in that sense, but it's been polar opposite, actually. It's been Slot's quite standoffish, goes about his business, just focuses almost solely, exclusively on the football matters and the tactics. And when you win the Premier League, that's all well and good. But then when you're not winning games of football, you haven't got that to fall back on anymore. You're not particularly loved and adored, and you haven't taken to the city and to the fans, and also you're not winning anymore. So what have you got? So I take your point, and I do think that has bitten Slot in recent weeks, even just in sort of general day-to-day life around Liverpool and Liverpool fans, because when you are talking about him, because he isn't as admired and as we haven't warmed to him in the same way we did Klopp for whatever reason or whatever, and now he's not winning, like I say, where does he turn? You know, and fans are quicker to be like, well, he's not our guy anyway. We never loved you. Like, you're not our real dad type situation going on. So I think there is some credence in that. And I think there is a little bit of that sort of being played out in the public now in terms of how he's perceived by Liverpool fans, when again results are not going the way they should be. And it's not just results, is it? It's the man of the defeat. It's the embarrassing nature of some defeats in recent weeks as well that certainly haven't helped. Yeah, and it is just his personality. Ultimately, we're not asking him to be somebody he isn't. But again, when it boils down to it and results stop going the way that we want, he's got to have something. Like, there has to be something for us to sort of put stock into him being the right man to turn it around. And I think that's where Liverpool fans generally, certainly I have been scrambling trying to think, is he definitely 100% categorically the right guy to get this on the right track again? And that's where I've kind of fell short of an answer. I hope he is, but for me, it's been more than just a couple of tactical tweaks here and there. I think some of the fundamentals that we've already spoken about in terms of wanting to defend and taking pride in keeping clean sheets, that's been lacking. And that goes beyond, you know, positional sense, or it's just the effort and the work rate and wanting to put a shift in. That's gone a little bit, and that is a big concern when it comes to the manager. But let's see. Let's see if today can change that. Yeah, I know. We've still got Canal. Yeah, we do. Still have Canal doing this. I'm sure, you know, with more fit centre-backs at his disposal, he might have made a change there as well. Even a fit right-back, if he had Conor Bradley or Jamie Frimpong, he could have switched them around and put Gomez in, because Gomez clearly fit to start the game. But due to our sparsity of right-backs, Gomez goes in at right back, which I think is a positive. I think getting some more solidity back there and a traditional lad who's done it a lot, as opposed to a midfielder playing that position, I do think we'll benefit from that, certainly from a defensive point of view. But I also take your point, like, I would have been finding a way of getting Canate out of the team. Difficult, for all the reasons I've just outlined, but if we're sending a message to Mo Salah, I'm not saying it is that you don't just start every game regardless. Nobody deserves that right now, Monday Bukanate, but we haven't been able to do it for, again, potentially various reasons. Players should be picked based on form, and that's it. End of. I don't care what they didn't care about last season. Well, again, in that case, you'd probably not have about 3 or 4 lads in that starting 11, probably wouldn't be playing today, and you'd be calling upon the bench, which, again, there may well have been some value in doing that, because God only knows some of the starters have not warranted their place in the starting 11 whatsoever. When do I start to give up on... Listen, I'm not one for giving up on a manager ever. I'll back the manager, I'll back the team forever, but I'll certainly back the manager until he's no longer in the job. However, for me, serious questions are already being asked, and I think defeat today amplifies that tenfold. Likewise, if it goes that far into Wednesday, etc. I think actually today, for me, I think I'm at a point now, not a point of no return, that's too inflammatory. But I think I am at a point now where I just want to see us fix it and be good, obviously, but like not just scramble over the line and win again, not paper over the cracks like I think Aston Villa did and wildly Real Madrid did as well. We've either got to be really good again now and compete in every single game of football and, again, do the basics right, play well, show patterns of play, show some sort of cohesion, get lads up to form, etc., 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 or we keep getting beat and he goes. That's kind of it. There is no in between now. I don't really want to see us, get a draw today and then scramble over the line in midweek against Sunderland, only to get beat next week. This is it now. Slot has got to be the man for the job, or he isn't. This kind of I want one extreme and the other, because this last few weeks has been so poor. Again, not just in terms of results and the lack of points we picked up, but yeah, the way and the humbling defeats we've taken, certainly at Anfield, they're unacceptable. And Arne Slot's overseeing them, whatever you think of him. So, yeah, big game this today for so many reasons. What changes would I have made from today's lineup? I would have gone Andy Robertson for Milos Kerkez, actually. I think a back four of Joe Gomez, Ibu Konate for all his recent faults, Virgil van Dijk and Robertson, just the experience that would have brought, I would have been much more comfortable with. And Kerkez could have the best game of his Liverpool career thus far, and he could be brilliant today, and I hope he is. But if you're asking me now, I would have gone Andy Robertson. Again, the experience and leadership, and he's been with, he's not been without criticism as well, Robbo, mindfully so. He's made mistakes. He hasn't looked anything like the Andy Robertson of old. I think he's had recognisable moments, but generally speaking, he isn't the same player anymore. However, I just think he makes Van Dijk more comfortable. I think Van Dijk trusts him more, and I just think we look a better defensive unit with Andy Robertson at left back, for what it's worth. So United is good again there. But yeah, he's gone with Kerkez, and we've got to back that. What Kerkez does give us that maybe Andy Robertson doesn't anymore so much is an out-and-out flyer down the left. And if we have gone with the defensive solidity of Joe Gomez at right back, maybe we needed someone on the other side who was going to be willing and able to get up and down the pitch all afternoon. So it's got its merits as well. But again, Kerkez's performance levels need to go up 1 or 2 levels for me, generally speaking. Do I think he gets sacked if we lose? I mean, straight to the point there. Hasler, possibly. Yeah, I don't think it's off the cards, to be honest. I hope it doesn't happen again, because I want Liverpool to start winning games of football, and I quite like Arne Slot. I'm not in love with him, but I don't dislike the fella, far from it. I think he's handled certain situations, really difficult situations, expertly well as well. I should say that. But yeah, I think today could be it. Again, certainly if we lose 2-1, it's a tight game. He might get a pass until next weekend or whatever, or midweek. But I think any defeat, any bad, crushing defeat today probably spells the end, I would suggest. But again, let's not talk about that. Let's hope that we actually look like a real football team again. We don't know the answer to this. This is probably the biggest mystery from the 11, I would say. Yeah, I'd like to gauge sort of your opinion as to who it should be as well, actually, because there is definitely conversations around it. Szoboszlai, I would suggest, has done it more than Florian Wirtz. I'll check that in a moment when I speak, as I'm speaking. But yeah, I think we lose something from Szoboszlai if he gets put out onto the right. I don't know what we're going to get from Florian Wirtz. What we will get is good off the ball work, and he will press, and he's hungry. He will put in the shift. Maybe Mo Salah isn't, so that's an upgrade in that situation. However, in attack in the final third, Florian Wirtz isn't a natural right winger, I think it's fair to say. If anything, his tendency is to drift over to the other side when he plays more centrally. So, yeah, it might not look the most comfortable, but if we can get him linking up with Isak and get those two looking something like a partnership moving forwards, that's a net positive as well. So I think there's pros and cons to whether it be Wirtz or Szoboszlai on the right personally. But I think, again, in terms of setting the tone and in terms of actual players in form right now for Liverpool, you don't really have to look any further than Dom Szoboszlai. Therefore, probably getting him central, I think, will be more beneficial. But again, I'll take your opinion on it. It won't be a bad defeat because Ali's in goal. I'd love to be in wholesale agreement. I mean, I get your point because Alisson Becker is an exceptional goalkeeper and he doesn't often let loads in. However, he was in net when we got beat 3-0 by Forest, am I right in saying? Yeah. So it's not unheard of that we concede a number of goals with Alisson Becker. And what I will say is the chances that they did score on that day were all so clear-cut that you couldn't do loads about them. And once or twice, he probably did actually keep us in the game. And I think he actually made a decent save literally moments before one of the goals went in. So, yeah, but it's not unheard of that we'll concede with Alisson Becker in goal. But again, when you're defensive, giving up opportunities that we are, yeah, not lots you can do about it, I don't reckon. Just going to quickly bring up the West Ham team. And I will check how many times Florian Wirtz has played as right winger as well before we do anything else. West Ham starting 11s: Areola, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Mavropanos, Diouf, Magassa, Potts, Fernandes, Jared Bowen, Lucas Paqueta and Callum Wilson up top. And a bench of Hermansen, think he was lad at Leicester, wasn't he? Kyle Walker-Peters, Max Kilman, Igor, Fulkrug, Gehelme, Rodriguez, Thomas Soucek, and Irving, which I think is Andy Irving. So yeah, I mean, nothing out of the ordinary really from West Ham, I don't think, in terms of their approach and their 11 either. It's a bit of an annoying time to play them because I don't want to say they've turned the corner, but I think they're having a mini resurgence under Nuno. If you'd have played West Ham 3-4 a matter of weeks ago when Graham Potter was still in charge, this would look like a far more straightforward assignment. But such is life. You've got to face them when they've got a new manager, and they're looking more like an actual football team again, who's ready to play in the Premier League. Just checking Wirtz's sort of career stats here. So, Transfermarkt says he's played as a right winger 12 times in the past. Obviously, predominantly played centrally as an attacking midfield. He's only actually played 12 from the left as well, so it's not as uncharted territory for him as I might have expected. Let me just double check that. Yeah, right wing 12, 4 goals and 5 assists in those 12 appearances. We're going to check where they came. I assume by Leverkusen, but I'll stand corrected if indeed that is the case. Let me just scroll down. Once was against Frankfurt, yeah. That he nominally played over there in that game, didn't he? And mostly for Bayer Leverkusen, a spell of 4 games doing it in the 1920 season, 2 in 22-23, which I think is when they won the league, but I might be wrong on that as well, and a couple of times as an under-19 player, and a couple in cup games as well. So, yeah, not a huge sample size to go off in terms of Florian Wirtz, the right winger, if indeed that is where he ends up operating from today. But ultimately, we might not have seen it loads yet in Liverpool shirt. He's a world-class footballer. He's a world-class talent. So he's not playing left back all of a sudden. Like, he should be able to figure it out pretty quickly and get on the same wavelength as his teammate, and especially Alexander Isak, as mentioned as well. So fingers crossed that can be the case. I'm just going to check Doms as well while I'm on that particular thought piece. Why is Gakpo the hill slot wants to die on? He's a limited player and not the type of winger you can play with Isak. It has to work for his sake. It's an interesting suggestion, actually. It's that last point in particular, because I think we're all in the camp now of, well, I certainly am. It's nice to see he's done something. He hasn't just gone with the same 11 that he's tried and it's failed more often than not in recent weeks especially. So he's at least made changes. He's at least tinkered. Good. But what he hasn't done, in certainly many people's eyes, certainly this comment's eyes, he hasn't changed Cody Gakpo. And if he's putting all his eggs in the Gakpo will save me basket, there isn't loads of evidence to suggest that will bear fruit at any point for Arne Slot. So I like Cody Gakpo. We always have liked Cody Gakpo. I don't think he is the major problem. Do I think he's been playing brilliantly? No. He hasn't looked really particularly in form. He hasn't worked well with whoever the number 9's been, and he certainly hasn't worked well with Milos Kerkez, which is another point as to today's lineup as well. So I get it, and I think there's some stock in that comment, actually. And you're right. Is Arne Slot absolutely convinced that Cody Gakpo is the answer? What I would say is, Federico Chiesa comes into the mind, clearly. I would have been more inclined to play Chiesa from the right, actually, today. Rio and Gamoa is another option over there, but he hasn't got Luis Diaz anymore. Now, I'm not also in on the argument or the rationale that's been put forward in recent weeks that we should have just kept Diaz at all costs and he would have solved the whole myriad of the problems. He might have helped, don't get me wrong, but I didn't see anybody chaining themselves to Anfield and saying Luis Diaz must not go. I think there were some people maybe a little bit disgruntled by it and maybe a couple of people preferred him to stay, but nobody was absolutely adamant that Luis Diaz could not leave this football club. I think there's a lot of benefit of hindsight and retrospective thinking going on around Diaz personally. But again, not to say he wasn't brilliant, because he absolutely was at times. And he definitely put a shift in as well. Scott Hawkes with a super chat says, I'm genuinely surprised about Maka over Jones. I hope for a win, and dropping Mo is a message to everybody, Gakpo included, to the earlier point, has to work hard rather than being a token attempt to show his authority. Well, that is another point on Cody Gakpo, actually, because that was terrible. His shitting out at 50-50 midweek was inexcusable, and the sort of stuff that concerns me around the team's commitment to the cause. I hate seeing that. He can play badly, you can be out of form, you can miss chances. Rather he didn't, but it can happen. But not being 100% in on challenges like that, that's not for me. That the latter spell at the end, and I also agree with that as well. Could it be a diamond? Yeah, I mean, the team's gone from the board over there, so I can't work it out exactly like I'd like to. But yeah, I think there's a few different variations of a theme you could do with a team in possession and out of possession, to the point. But again, Arne Slot's already referenced the fact that we haven't got loads of time on the training pitch. So is he likely to make big switches to what we're trying to do and what he's been telling them for weeks and weeks and weeks? And in certain cases, i.e. Florian Wirtz, what he was brought in to be. Like, can you all of a sudden go, I know we sold you this number 10 dream, Florian, and maybe a little bit from the left, but do you mind doing a shift on the right wing for us? And actually, if it's Dom Szoboszlai in the flip reverse that conversation, like, he's not going to thank you for suddenly being tasked with playing right back last week, right wing this week, when in reality, a lot of his best work has come centrally, and he's been the absolute standard bearer in centre mid. Like, what are we doing? We're just moving our best player around for the sake of it. So that's why the argument would be to play Dom Szoboszlai more centrally. I'm just going to quickly check, actually, while that's back on my mind again, about Dom Szoboszlai's sort of career thus far and how often he has played in right wing. And we'll see, it could be proved absolutely redundant, this conversation, in about 15 minutes' time when he inevitably plays central mid again. I certainly hope that's the case anyway. I feel like he's done a bit more of it than Wirtz. Yeah, he's done a bit more of everything than Florian Wirtz, to be honest. Just 26 appearances on the right wing, according to Transfermarkt. Once again, obviously, a lot of his best work has come centrally. Likewise, he's played 29 times from the left. Just want to look there where they came. Right wing, 26 appearances. Just for completion's sake, I'll have a look where they came. Were they at Leipzig? Probably some for Hungary as well. I know this is all domestic stuff. So previously at Salzburg, obviously, and Leipzig. He actually played 12 times on the right wing in 22. 23 for RB Leipzig. So, yeah, slightly higher sample size than what Florian Wirtz is offering from that position, but we will see. I saw some stats around Cody Gakpo and his lack of conversion earlier on this morning, actually, and it didn't make for pretty reading, rather. But again, he clearly puts little to no stock in Federico Chiesa's starting game, whether that's fitness related or just suitability related, who knows. And Rio Gamoa, as talented as he is a 17-year-old. Now, if your job is on the line, like I think a lot of us perceive Arne Slot, all the noises and all the briefings coming out of Liverpool Football Club are that there's no panic and he's still the right man, etc. But away from that, we're all starting to question Arne Slot's position. Is he likely, if he feels any of that pressure from the outside world, is he likely to put a 17-year-old kid on to bail him out? In terms of starting games, I highly doubt it. There was a piece a few weeks ago talking about how Diaz has found the Bundesliga super easy because of the lack of physicality. Knowing that, you know what, it's a good point as well. It really is. And I think we know that there's been a suggestion in recent years that the Bundesliga is kind of the Premier League light in terms of it's comparable, but in reality, there's a major drop-off in terms of intensity, physicality, as mentioned. So the transition, actually, from the Bundesliga to Premier League is quite a big step. We've seen with Florian Wirtz and others as well. There's quite a decent, sizable shit. This is intense. There's been reports in recent days about Florian Wirtz and just how difficult he's found it. But the flip reverse is also true. In terms of if you're Luis Diaz, who's been used to playing hard, fast, intense Premier League footy and succeeding at it, by and large, and being competitive and scoring goals and doing defensive work, and then you've got all of that in abundance, you're still in the prime of your life, and you go to the Bundesliga, you got the best team in the Bundesliga as well, I would suggest you might have a fair crack at doing quite well, as he is. So yeah, maybe there's some reality and some truth in that as well. Yeah, there will, of course, there will be exceptions to the rule. That's what makes rules, basically. But yeah, I think, generally speaking, I think it's fair to say that people do struggle coming from any league to the Premier League. Premier League is a seriously tough baptism of fire, no matter where you come from. But I think we've seen it a lot with the Bundesliga in recent times. That might just be due to the massive influx of players from the Bundesliga, which Liverpool have been somewhat largely accountable for in recent years. I understand we're not there yet, but what would it take for you to say we need to sack the manager? I think today might be that for me. And again, I don't say that lightly, far from it. And if it's a 2-1 unfortunate defeat where we've been the better team, kind of so what, but also kind of I'd understand if we chose not to make that decision. But anything like the type of defeat we've seen in recent weeks, would spell serious trouble and would probably lead to me sitting on some sort of platform saying that's the end. But we'll wait and see. We're not here for that. We're here for positivity anyway. Anyone done the joke about inverted wingers yet? No, you are the first and last person to sell that joke, my friend. So well done to you. I'm going to wrap up because I can see the looming figure of Paul Machin to my right-hand shoulder. So until next time, take care. Enjoy the match. I'm sure you will. See you soon.
Is it time for Gomez centre-half, or is it time for Gomez right-back? And what are we thinking? Because it feels like Joe, maybe if he's ready to play, probably should come into the team, you'll guess.
You'd hope so. I think it's such a tough one to answer at the minute because I think it's like you end up second guessing yourself because I think I think on sort of like on paper you would go put him in at centre half. I think in reality you'd be looking at something like he'll probably put Konate in and maybe look to put him at right back because he's the more experienced player. We've had a lot of problem at right back in terms of obviously like as has been well documented, sort of the Mo not tracking back and stuff, and sort of how open that right side is. Do you want to put a lad there who's coming back from an injury who might play himself into an injury and like he's overexposed there? It's his first game back in and God knows how long, all that type of stuff. So is it better to put him at centre half and do something else there? Not quite sure. If it was me, I'd put him at centre half because I think so many teams now. I think so many teams are onto the fact that like Konate struggles with build-up, that it's become a thing, that they're just giving him the ball and just saying, we know you can't do much with this, and we can sort of put men on other players around you, like Gravenberch and Van Dijk, who can. Whereas I think Joe's got a bit more about him, and he can play out from it. But I also think it's a bit of a thing as well, like with the player, and like, I know we're away, but sort of potentially a bit with fans. I think he's in that weird position where he's burnt a lot of people's heads out. And that can happen. Sometimes it's form. Obviously, all the stuff about Madrid around them doesn't really help. But I think it might just be one of them as well for the player where you sort of go, actually, I think just taking him out the far line for a game and seeing what the alternative is kind of thing would help. Because I think, as I say, sort of, as I mentioned in part one, I think a lot of the problem we've got this season is that you can't really look at anything in the team and sort of go, I can see what he's trying to do and maybe it isn't great, but over 2, 3, 4 games, I'll see it get better. And a lot of that is because of just form, but also it's because he's been picking the same lads. And I know his options are limited, but this is an opportunity to give someone else to go and sort of, if that helps fix that problem, then maybe there's not another problem somewhere else on the pitch because they're covering for Konate or whatever.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Watchalong. I'm Paul Machin. Steve Hoare is alongside me, smiling Steve Hoare. Liverpool have been utterly dreadful for weeks on weeks at end, but I'm telling you right now, Liverpool are winning today, probably. I'm here for it. We're here for it regardless.
We're winning that life regardless, mate, aren't we? We're having a good time.
Liverpool fans for life, no matter what. Yes. Before we crack on with things, a little bit of housekeeping. This month's Legend tier giveaway for our Red Men Plus subscribers who are legends is about to take place. We've got these Bruce Grobbelaar. These are genuinely amazing. I'm a little sad that we're giving these away. So these are from Bruce Grobbelaar, right? Signed by Brucey. Although this one is. It's literally Bruce Grobbelaar's custom gloves. It's got a little cartoon of Brucey on the finger there, just like diving. These are such a wonderful piece of like Liverpool memorabilia. But anyway, yes, we're about to spin the wheel of names to find out which of our Legend tier subscribers has won those gloves. So let's do it now. Starbug!
Nice name.
Congratulations, Starbug.
Mr. or Mrs. Bug.
Yeah. You are a Starbug. You have got those Brucey gloves. Going to be working their way to you. We'll be in touch to get your details.
Can I ask you a question, Paul?
Yes.
Have we got any more prizes to give away over the next few weeks?
Have we?
Have we?
Have we?
Have we?
We have.
Oh,
So, yes, anyone who's been a long-term viewer, subscriber, etc., to Red Men will know that every December for a number of years now, we've done mad giveaways, giving Liverpool-themed stuff away every single day leading up to Christmas, and this year is no exception whatsoever. We've got a bunch of signed stuff, we've got loads of books and prints and beer mats and all those kind of stuff. So yes, if you are a Legend tier subscriber on redmenplus.com, whether you stay an existing one or you want to sign up as one or you want to make sure that you renew for this one, then do all of that, and then we're going to have the draw in place for that. We'll do the full reveal at half time. We've got a big old video for that, which explains everything. But all I'll say, along with monthly draws, December is a bit special, and there is a very, very, very special prize that we're going to be set to give away on Christmas Day. So even if you join throughout December, there's always going to be something big on the horizon. So yes, all we really need. Well, look, we're bringing Christmas cheer, is what I'm saying.
Can Liverpool do the same?
If Liverpool can just do the right thing and bring it to us so we can feel bolstered by that, that would be absolutely great. And if Crystal Palace can score this free kick,
last kick of the game,
that would be absolutely amazing as well. Go on. You gang of losers. Okay, cool. 8 and a bit minutes away from kickoff. We've seen the what?
Pass that on, sorry. I was trying to do it subtly, but
it's past it.
Yeah, sorry, mate. That just the red. Yeah, just
could have been anything. Could have been anything. So I mentioned before that I've got a solution for happiness. So listen. We've got no choice. We're all Liverpool fans here, probably. It won't be true if Liverpool start losing, as the others will flood in, of course. But as ever.
That has been a current theme of the recent Watchalongs. I've been inundated by Arsenal and Man United fans.
Good on them. But yeah, I have brought a big box of biscuits, right? I'm here to the death on this football match. If Liverpool win, I'm going to have a biscuit to celebrate. If Liverpool lose, then the second half of this football match, I am going to rate and review every single biscuit in the Fox's classic biscuit selection. Now, I know that this probably isn't your cup of tea anymore because, you know, you're a man reborn, healthy man.
I can dabble. I've had no lunch. You know, I'd go for that one, I think.
The the wagon type one, this one, the circular one.
We'll see how we go.
Because look, if Liverpool are shite again, genuinely, I've fully engaged with Christmas. The Christmas tree went up yesterday into today. I've got me Fede Xmas.
No, it's Fed Xmas.
I know, but it's also I'm thinking more on the Fede Christmas. Everyone is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, but that's not the design is FedEx delivering. Look, it even says delivering.
I know.
Poor Simon, he didn't make that jumper for you to mispronounce what it's meant to be. I prefer the Ekatike one, to be honest.
As far as I'm concerned, if it goes on my fucking shop, I can call it whatever the fuck I want to call it. FedEx. FedEx. It's not FedExmas. Can't be FedExmas, otherwise you wouldn't put the fucking E in there. You just do Fed Xmas.
All right, whatever.
Fed Xmas.
There's more important things.
Jesus fucking Christ. Look, come on. Stop. I'm trying to bring positivity.
Someone said, every time Steve and Paul do the show, I feel like Paul hates Steve. I don't think you do hate me, but I'm starting to agree with this.
This might be the fucking one that turns it. I was very pleased.
Imagine Liverpool last year, we had a fight. Like a proper fight. That'd get views.
Yeah, I know, it's fine.
Right, stick around. If Liverpool get beat 7-0 at the end, me and Paul are boxing.
It's just not happening. What's going to happen is I refuse to fucking get fucking performatively angry about something. I will be sad. I reserve my right to be quiet and sad. So I'm just going to eat biscuits and talk about them. So
like a breakup.
Genuinely, I've already got my trackies on. You know what I mean? I wasn't going to wear jeans. I was like, no, I've got my comfy clothes on. I'm ready for this all to go wrong. But I actually do genuinely think that we're going to be all right today. But I've thought that for a lot of games. So
what's your favourite of the biscuits in there? What do you reckon? They all look good.
I don't think there's a bad biscuit in the Fox's classic biscuit selection, but still, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Don't need to.
This is all hot Liverpool losing content. Right now, Liverpool are not losing, so we can talk about the positivity and the potential that Liverpool might win a football match until such point at which it's not possible. Look, going just on that, if the game goes the way the last two have gone, I think this might be Arne Slot's last game as Liverpool manager. And I know there's a lot of he's got to win X, Y, and Z. I reserve right again to judge it on game state and judge it how the performances are, because I think you can battle all game long. We might be 1-0 up, right? And then someone might trip, fall, and it goes in, or someone might score from exactly. You get a dodgy penalty against you or whatever. So the results are, it's not entirely on results. What? That'll be Canate, says Chris Pager. So yeah, look, ultimately I reserve right to judge on the full 90 minutes.
By 3 goals
if we give up like we've done at the third goal in both of those two games, and then the last 20 minutes of the football match has been everyone just feeling sorry for themselves,
that'll be him,
then that for me says it's done. Whether they think of it or not, and it might be, it's, you know, there's a whole host of reasons why Liverpool are not on it, which we've discussed, including, of course, the passing of Diogo Jota. But they will be getting the manager sacked, I think, if that's the way that it chooses to go. And I think a lot of people are saying, is this a Liverpool side that are down in tools? And I wasn't at the Forest game, but people who were at the Forest game said it felt a bit like the end of something.
Yeah.
The game in the week against PSV had a bit of a feeling about that. But equally, I would still point to, for large portions of both of those games, Liverpool were quite good. And if the forwards had just done the job, then it wouldn't have got to that situation. But we'll see. So
you're backing him. And by the way, that's the last thing we want. We want Arne Slot to be Liverpool manager next summer because he's won loads of games and he's turned this around, and Liverpool have had a good end of the season and they've won a trophy and things like that. So, but that's more.
The simplest solution, Steve, is for Slot to turn this round. If anyone thinks that sacking the manager is now the best solution, and it might be, eventually these things become the best solutions. If you were an early adopter to the Slot out thing, cool. Fucking cool. Well done, mate. Unfortunately for you, it's like when people got onto the Kings of Leon and they were like, oh, Kings of Leon, they're cool. And then all of a sudden you're anti like the Kings of Leon. And it was like, oh, right, cool. Sorry, if you're an early adopter or something, it doesn't always mean that you're on it. And particularly in football, if you are the first to say, nah, it's all shit, eventually you're proven right because everything comes to an end.
There's a lesson for your kids. Eventually everything goes to shit.
No, but like pessimists always win, but also never win, because you never get to be truly happy. But you do often get to say, I said it first. Cool, good on you. All the best. Sky have got it as Wirtz right, Szoboszlai 10, Gakpo left for 4-2-3-1 there.
That's what I'm looking for.
If it was up to you, is that what you would do?
Wirtz 10, Sobo right.
Yeah. It's not, I keep coming back to this though, I do feel a bit sly on Szoboszlai, because he has been our best player. Now, he's been our best player in a variety of positions, which is one encouraging thing, that you can kind of put him wherever and he'll still do the business for you. But there is a little bit of a point for me sometimes. It's like, let Wirtz come in. Let Wirtz come in and play somewhere and let him be good in the position, whatever position we use him in. Let Szoboszlai play where he's best at playing. And yeah, we'll go from there. But equally, Wirtz in a 10, feeding Isak wouldn't disappoint me at all.
No, yeah, absolutely. We'll see how we go. It's there's a bit of a chance here. Billy Bond.
I totally forgot to sweeten my tea and it tastes fucking nice.
Do you need to go? Go on, you go. I can talk through the minute silent. Well, I can't I? That's the point. Yeah, obviously, for those who don't know, Billy Bonds unfortunately passed away. So there's going to be a moment of appreciation. You can see Jared Bowen, the West Ham captain, holding the Billy Bond shirt. I'm led to believe there's going to be a display of balloons as well from the fans of both clubs. Very, very sad day. As the round of applause goes around the London Stadium. I nearly said Upton Park, then I'm older mine. So we had a sad day for West Ham and a sad day for football. And I wasn't really aware of it until someone actually mentioned it on the Watchalong chat feed a little bit earlier on. Very, very sad, and rightly so. Everybody at the London Stadium, both ends, Liverpool and the West Ham fans and all the players, rightly applauding Billy Bonds. 79 he was, bless him. Which is nice to see everyone getting involved and showing some appreciation there as well. He played a lot of football. If you don't know a lot about Billy Bonds, I'm sure he was playing top division football into his 40s. Like he had a long career, West Ham legend. And Jared Bowen's going to go over and lay the shirt. There you go.
Yeah, better. Yeah. I'd have had to break out the biscuits otherwise, and that's no.
We're not there yet.
Oh, sad. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah. Let's just see Liverpool put an actual performance in of a bunch of lads who are desperate to win. That'd be great. Yeah. Before we kick the game off, let me draw your attention to oosh.co.uk.
I'm yawn then, and I have to leave out to oosh. Sorry. Talk it up. the guys getting kick off. Oosh.co.uk.
Oosh.co.uk. Click the link in the description underneath and head over and have a look at what prizes they've got on hand at the moment. The game is underway here. And yeah, the bubbles are still in the air. Isak with a little knockdown. Liverpool with yet another change kit variant. Black socks this time around because West Ham have
got some big super chats there. We'll have a little look at those. Shout out to Quinn, our good friend Quinn.
Yeah, you go on, you knock yourself out, mate.
Alright, so Quinn with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much, Quinn. Says, I'm up at 3 a.m. to watch the Reds. Dope LFC tracksuit with me belt on my shoulder. Darlene is asking me why I'm away. Yeah, there you go. Quinn, rather. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Flagrant disrespect.
Well, I was going to say fantastic Quinn and I end up merging the two. Fantastic Quinn, yeah.
Made a portmanteau of it well done.
Darlene understands. She's lived with you for so long, big fella.
Yeah, 100%.
She knows the kind of, she knows the man she married.
Hawks is there as well with Mo drop maybe for a better press, but Gakpo still playing. Ivana hasn't lost the dressing room as a whole. I'm worried he's lost Mo, still hoping for the win. If Mo Salah can't take being rested every now and again, then he's going to have a very miserable end to his career as well, I'd say. Yeah, Jared Bowen coming forward, pace Gakpo getting back in, he rides that challenge, pings it into feet. It's Callum Wilson, the hot and informed Callum Wilson. Miscontrol, float to the back post, and it will be a Liverpool goal kick. Yeah, sorry, on Hawks super chat there. Yeah, look, but we're at a point now where
he'll lose his job.
Yeah, exactly. But if you think Salah's the problem, then what are you going to walk yourself into unemployment to defend Mo Salah's ego? You're not going to be managing him next week. So you know what I mean? Yeah, I do get the point. But it goes back to the gambles. He's taking gambles this season. He threw away the League Cup, and then the result was we won 2 games after it, and actually that was okay. If this team perform, then he's in. You know, then it's the right decision. He's the manager. He should be allowed to pick whoever he wants, and if he shows not to pick Salah,
Szoboszlai is normally to the right, but then also it's almost like a box midfield, you know.
Let's have a little look. So Gomez is definitely playing very right back. I thought about him maybe.
Look, it's a box midfield. Look how narrow Szoboszlai and Wirtz are in the middle.
Yeah,
it's definitely a box. And then I'm trying to figure out. Okay. So Gakpo's to the left. Then yeah, so
we'll see. Szoboszlai is just moved to the right hand side there. Yeah. So again, it's tough. We'll have to see how this sort of pans out in different phases of play, because you're right. Gakpo comes over to the left there, so that's more sort of traditionally. Stay tuned for lots of this, by the way, of cutting to Mo Salah looking, glum on the bench. Be interesting to see whether he can control his emotions and make himself look like he's really enjoying things, or does but hopefully not to the Aaron Ramsdale level when he was on the bench for Arsenal. He was like very deliberate. I was like, sit down, just watch the match, mate.
So it is Wirtz. The key they would call it is Wirtz central. That's the key thing we've learned. He's not playing. If anyone, it's Szoboszlai further right. Yeah, Wirtz is absolutely playing in that little pocket behind Alexander-Isak. Sobo getting another. I mean, it's a different role every week for him, and he's having to do his jobs for the team. But
Swiss Army knife footballer.
I do like that Wirtz is going to be, in theory, a bit more involved in the game from the middle.
Throwing from Kerkez down the line. Liverpool don't win the header. Gakpo goes for the flick on, looks for Isak. Just kind of crowded out, and Aaron Wan-Bissaka sticks one up over the top. The Kerkez Bowen's going to be an interesting one today. I think Kerkez's pace should help us in that regard, but we'll have to see. Kanate with a big header forward. Again, slice. Wirtz is onto it now. But no one ahead of him. Szoboszlai's going to go outside. Wirtz inside to Gakpo, lets it run. Alexander-Isak gets under it, over the bar. But better. Nice little bit of football from Liverpool there. It was like Szoboszlai clicked a moment too late that he has to go make that run. But he did the right thing. It's an interesting step out from Gakpo.
Yeah, I think he's just shot. I think that's an easier shot for Gakpo than it is for Isak, but still it's poor from Isak. He was miles under that one. He was never set. But yeah, the way Liverpool sprung on the counter was good. I think I probably would have rather Gakpo take the shot, but I would have also expected Isak not to put it into the stands.
But it was nice that he knew that he was there, and that showed a little bit of comprehension amongst the forward line. A changed attack for Liverpool. First time this front four has definitely played in particularly in this way.
There's the Wirtz press that we were talking about in the build-up. So that's what he will do. He'll go and he'll chase all.
And that's where the 10 becomes another 9 in those kind of environments, and then it just drops off again out of possession back into it.
That 4-2-3-1 that you wasn't thrilled about I was having, that's definitely what we've got.
Well, yeah, but again, Slot probably won't call it that. He'll think that's a 4-3-3 because
especially if it's Chris asking him the question. Wasn't a fan of that one, was he?
It's hard, you can't tell a Dutchman that he's not playing 4-3-3. It's like it's super offensive. Yeah. Okay, throwing down the line. Again, flick on from Gakpo again to no one. Again, look at this from Szoboszlai motoring forward. I mean, he's completely out of position as a result. Wirtz has to go over to that side.
Brilliant pressing though.
Well, no, it's not. It's very energetic. From
yeah, fair enough, yeah.
Pressing is only really pressing when everyone's on the same page. It's just running otherwise. It's closing down. That's what it was. If one person does it, it's closing down. When your team does it, it's pressing.
It's just showing a bit though, isn't it? It makes you feel better about yourselves. That's a few lads are still running.
It's actually interesting. There's in fact, no, I won't talk about that. It's fine. I'll come on to it later. Konate sends it long, looking for Isak, and again, that's pretty well dealt with. We are going quite direct here.
Yeah, because they've got a back three, which is interesting that you'd go direct against 3 big lumps at the back. But that feels like what they're trying to do.
But again, go back, if we're going to counter press, we did this under Klopp. It was an evolution of the Klopp counter press where we would play a few sort of pseudo aimless balls. If it sticks, it sticks. But if it doesn't, you then got to get on the toes. The second, exactly. Which hasn't quite worked.
That's what United did to us on Anfield. Tried to find Sesko and Buemo, and if it did, if it didn't, he was just ratting about the second ball.
Yeah, we haven't quite done that bit yet. Because again, we're going long, and Gakpo and Isak are getting a bit swamped by numbers. But yeah, we'll have to see how it develops. 6.5 minutes gone. Liverpool have yet to concede, but that could happen at any second. So strap yourselves in. Little flick over, defending for Liverpool to do, and Liverpool do just that. Gravenberch going in and conceding the corner. First set piece test for Liverpool. What has Nuno got cooked up?
They're a big team. With the 3 centre-halves and then Juice's a big lad.
The thing is though, we're actually quite a big team now. I mean, McAllister, if you put McAllister in for Jones, you could maybe get a little bit more there, and obviously Wirtz and Salah's much of a muchness, really.
Isak and Gomez, it makes it a bit of a sort of team.
It does. There's an in-swinger from West Ham heading towards the back post.
Good header from Gravenberch.
Go. Wirtz putting the press on.
Oh,
Wan-Bissaka absolutely empties it over the top and out for a throw-in on that left-hand side.
Just if Wirtz got there a touch ahead, he's either through or he's getting Wan-Bissaka booked. Wan-Bissaka did the right thing, by the way, just absolutely rose head.
Webbed it.
Yeah, if in doubt, throw it in the stands.
We've got Joey Gomez in as well, which is good. He's got a good throw-in on him, Gomez. Not that that's going to come to the forefront in our third of the pitch, of course, but let's just see. He's going to
he's just going
down the line.
That's fucking rubbish, though. What are we doing that for? Lucky to get that back. What are we trying to do?
It is
just get up the pitch.
The little things that kind of get lost along the way. Liverpool bringing in Thomas Gronemark as the throwing coach years and years ago now, and actually becoming really good at it. Christ, Alisson Becker got away with that one.
Konate dealt with that well, to be fair. Here we go.
McAllister.
Man on. Yeah.
Liverpool, not yet. Actually, that's all right. It's the first moment we really had to kind of put our foot on it.
Mate.
Well done, Gakpo finds Kerkez. Kerkez going to come forward. Gakpo pushes out to the left and forces. Oh my God! I'm going to struggle watching Gakpo and Kerkez if they do that all game long. And by Gakpo and Kerkez, I mean
they're just not on the same wavelength at all. You think they would be by now?
He's made the run. Just pass it, mate. Yeah. Just do the functional thing. Just do the simple, obvious thing for a bit. Anyway, they haven't gone. It's over to the right hand side. Szoboszlai, Gomez has made that run and didn't get used. Back to Virgil van Dijk, Konate. Szoboszlai makes a run in behind, just overhit and well tidied up at the back. Now's the time to do the press. Gomez does really well.
Corner? No, throw in for them.
West Ham.
I thought last year Konate made strides in terms of his use of the ball. I thought he was good, and this year it feels like it's going to regress. Like it's just a weight of past the decision making at times. That was rubbish. Like it feels like, and definitely teams are letting him have it. And he needs to get better at that.
It gets forgotten. Like that Klopp's last season, we play Atalanta, and they go man for man, and they just let Konate have it, and it was part of a problem. Konate had like 90% of the ball for us, and he's not. He's fine. And people go, no, look at when he does play a pass.
What the fuck's that?
And he can play passes. He's a professional footballer. But there's a reason Quansah takes that place, is because Quansah was better on the ball. But obviously, what Slot clearly saw was the Premier League's physical. I want a much more physical, aggressive centre half in Konate and over Quansah. But it does make you wonder now if could we just have kept Jarell Quansah, and would Quansah be starting now? Given the form of Konate, who knows?
Yeah, it's one of them. Leon, when he went to go in the team, if not for an ACL, it's just much a maybe. But there's definitely an issue when Konate has the ball for me. He's going really poor.
Well, and again, it goes back to the Gahey thing. Is the Gahey's he's smaller, and he's causing you an issue, but he's better on the ball. It's a good cross. Allison
fouled, surely, referee.
Fouled by our own man.
Oh, was it? Sorry, I didn't see it. My bad then. Good punch, though.
So not fouled. Little shot at goal, Liverpool defender. Okay, yeah, Allison came there, got a punch on it, but got kind of shoved out the way at the same time. But Allison's gone down as well.
I think that's clever. Was it our man?
I think. Well, the one standing at the scene of the crime was one of our. Well, yeah, Joe Gomez.
I didn't know if it was Paqueta or Gomez or Wirtz. Oh yeah, he collides in. It's the way around. He smashes into Gomez. It wasn't a foul. I was completely wrong. I thought Paqueta had jumped into him. It's a good punch by Allison, to be fair. I don't mind him going down there either.
It's interesting. Gomez he's coming all the way over there, to defend that one.
Good goalkeeping.
Little blow to the hip for Allison there. Let's hope that's just him taking a moment to take the sting out of the game.
He's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, he's just been going
winding himself. I was saying, I think it's clever. If he's actually injured, then that's a problem, obviously. But it was brave goalkeeping. I actually don't see that from Allison too often in terms of what do you call it, emptying it as a goalie, you know what I mean? Like, just go and take it. Pepe Reina was the best at that. Like, Pepe Reina would just empty the box with anyone and fill you, if you get him away, throw beer. Allison tends to be a bit more reserved, but it was a good decision to come and punch it, but I'd say him and Gomez just...
He should be fine, I think you're right. I think we'll see. Obviously, if it's a bigger problem, then he will have to come off, but he's up now, he's walking around. Mamardashvili's gone very, very briefly to warm up and looks to be trudging back to the bench, so... Seems as though Allison's okay, but not a bad thing. You take it a blow. If this was an outfield player, you take a few seconds just to go down, get a bit of treatment, get your wind back. No, there's no value in a goalie rushing that. Yeah. So yeah, smart play, and the ball will presumably get kicked.
I think it was just the wind so hard of him. I think that Gomez's hip court is like midsection. Not going down.
Right, Wan-Bissaka cuts inside. Liverpool want to get on the toes of West Ham players. Isak pushing forward as a Szoboszlai. Well done, gets a little toe on that one. West Ham so far playing their way around okay.
I haven't got anywhere, are they?
No, but they're also not. They're not. Yeah, well, yeah, they're not like. Yeah, they're not. We're not making them sweat here. And yeah, they've gone all the way back to the goalie.
Well, that should be a Liverpool ball every time. When he hangs up like that, come on.
Konate.
Done right, to be fair.
Yeah. McAllister through the lines, well done to Wirtz. That's lovely skill. Passes it off to McAllister. That's the kind of stuff that you want Wirtz doing, linking things up. Isak heavy touch on that left hand side, just wasn't set. Took it with his wrong foot as well. His right foot, but the wrong foot for the situation.
I think.
West Ham playing it through us here.
Come on, boys.
McAllister looks like he's running in fucking treacle there, doesn't he? God. Konate deals for now.
It felt like McAllister was trying to lay that in front of Isak to run onto, and Isak wanted it to feet. Just those little things that you just don't know.
Yeah.
I think McAllister was right, by the way. I think he should have been in behind rather than playing to feet.
But the information should be on the pass, or it comes from Isak shouting for a particular sort of thing. So yeah, a little bit of miscommunication, maybe, or just maybe a bad touch from Isak. Anyway, West Ham have it again, just inside their half. Pretty pedestrian game of football so far, if we're honest, in the opening 14 minutes of this one. West Ham, I'd say, the better of the two teams, but not by
Get up, lads. That's not a foul.
Significant margin.
Gakpo's done really well there.
Yeah, Gakpo back battling with Wan-Bissaka, a little crew 10. Kerkez goes in. Because it was a Liverpool throw-in, and the linesman does agree. This changing what we've done, you need Isak. What am I saying? Kerkez has got to come to the forefront in this one, and from the early stages, I'm a little worried that we're seeing more of the same from him and Gakpo. Gakpo should be there to facilitate a bit more of Kerkez. Now, it's only one incident, so there's plenty more opportunities, hopefully, that will arise, which will give a chance to play Kerkez in. But yeah, we need to see that more from him. Well done, Joe Gomez.
Not the best passing away from Kerkez. Gomez did really well.
Yeah.
Gravenberch fouled.
Gravenberch, yeah, slaloms through the midfield and is fouled. Free kick to Liverpool.
I'm not sure I want me left back playing that passport. To me right back, me centre half at right back. It feels like, but fair play to Gomez's touch was fantastic.
Yeah. Hydo, Super Chat says Halloween. My prediction: West Ham 1, Liverpool 3. I like that. Al-Jabri. Can't watch it, lads. What's the formation? Remember when Souness became captain? We were 12th, I think it was 1981, and we all know what happened. Keep faith.
Your dad was saying that the other day. Yeah, he was saying like that's what Paisley did. We've made drastic changes basically.
Here we go. Wirtz-Isak tries to play it across the box. A lovely pass. Isak just couldn't get on the end of it, and Diouf manages to clear it for West Ham. But Liverpool just sparked to life for a moment there. Kerkez does really well down the left-hand side. Wirtz picks up on the loose ball, and then the cross isn't quite right, but it's...
Well, Isak's run's weird. He goes out then in.
Yeah.
He needed to just go.
Yeah.
He took the step away to go in. He needed to, if he goes there, he potentially has a tapping. But
it's an understanding thing. If he's made that run, then the ball needs to be different. And I think Wirtz has done the percentage thing there. Anyway, suppose like outswinging corner from the far side. Gomez runs near post. It's headed by Van Dijk and over the bar. He was just off balance when he jumped for that one. Whether he got a little push, but
he gets a lot of first contact, Virgil, and we never score. I mean, we scored one and got disallowed, but like Liverpool's corner record this season is dreadful in terms of scoring.
Gets away from Paqueta really well, gets up, but it's kind of like, yeah, he gets the timing on the jump on that one a little bit wrong, and yeah, unlucky. You're right. We've been. I can't tell whether our set pieces have been better and we've just been worse at executing the final part of them, or have they just continually been bad. But I feel like the last couple of games, Van Dijk have had lots more contact in the box on stuff, which feels like something.
Small wins, eh?
Gakpo does well. Yeah, Gakpo tracking back.
Nice.
Forward to Wirtz. Wirtz left hand side.
Nice.
Cuts inside to Gakpo. Good touch.
Good
just couldn't quite feed it through to Isak. West Ham looking to get through as Gomez shuts the door really well. Better. Again, really good physical work from Gakpo on the left hand side there. And then Wirtz just coming over to play with him.
That's what you want to see. Yeah, it was good. I think it was a good ball as well. Mavropanos did well just to get in the way of it.
Here we go. Good ball into Gakpo. Again, his touch just couldn't quite.
He's so right-footed. That's got it. You've got to let that go across your body and go into the box with it. You're just stopping it right back into the defenders.
Yeah, there's a problem here. Behind Callum Wilson into the box. Shot deflected, corner to West Ham. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you just let it. If he lets it onto his left foot, he's in behind.
Yeah.
But again, he wants to cut back onto his right hand side. Just good, but the thing with Gakpo sometimes is that I liked him as a centre forward. I thought there was we were really onto something, making him into like a false 9 for us, and obviously that's kind of evaporated. But now he does make odd decisions even when he's pushed a little bit more central. Strange one, but then again, Isak's had a couple of those touches too. So.
Done well to win a corner there, Callum Wilson, because he had absolutely nothing on there.
It's another in-swinger for West Ham. Wilson's just behind Alisson, Paqueta's in front of him. The 3 men round the keeper, but Konate's trying to clear that away. Got a little bit, maybe too embroiled in the battle. The ball goes through. No harm, no foul. Goal kick to Liverpool. Needed someone to get some contact on that, really. And
Gomez does well there. He just leans into Mavropanos. So he half beats him off the run, to be honest, but then Gomez can't see that little nudge on the back in his back.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. Defensive side of things is just not my forte at all. But, is that well defended or poorly attacked? Probably somewhere in between, yeah.
It's a good ball.
Some walking it out here. Gives it to Van Dijk.
Interesting that they're using Gomez as a blocker. You'd think that he might be one of the 4... You know what I mean? But he was definitely getting used to block Mavropanos then.
Yeah, I mean,
it was Gravenberch at the back post who was like the more stationary.
It depends on whether it's just a case of Gomez is plugged into whatever our right back normally does. Yeah. Long one now to the left channel. Kerkez is up. It did bounce off his arm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's hard lines in it, but
kind of stumbles. The ball just bounced up and hits on the underside of the arm there. But it was that's what I want to see from Kerkez. Go and be that pacey outlet on the left hand side. I don't know where Gakpo ended up in that one, but Kerkez was there. Use him, get him up the pitch. So algebra actually asks what the formation is. By all accounts, it's
4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. Take your pick out what you want to call it. We'd call it 4-2-3-1. The manager would call it 4-3-3.
It's definitely 4-2-3-1. McAllister and Gravenberch is definitely. Look at them. They're like a pivot.
Yep. But I mean,
offside.
It's not that makes it the 4-2-3-1. It's Gakpo and Szoboszlai are the one that make it 4-3-3 or 4-3-3.
They look a bit deeper though. That's what I'm saying. Gakpo is coming deep to get the ball, and so is Sobo there. It's very fluid.
Yeah. And again, because Szoboszlai not being Salah, it means that there's no need for him to go and be high and wide on the right-hand side. We are definitely doing something different with it. Much more of a traditional thing. But you can see actually Szoboszlai's tucking in a bit more, and Gomez is the one creating the width on the right. I want to see that from Kerkez. Right now, we've done it. Gakpo plays it to him. Just didn't fancy himself to go round. Wan-Bissaka gets tackled, wins the throw-in.
It's a poor ball, honestly. We've too many times now, we're just leaving our lads short and they're having to check back inside. Like, in front of him, let him run.
Yeah, Gakpo, McAllister, Kerkez. So I just have a couple of minutes on the ball, Liverpool. That'll be nice. Oh no, Van Dijk not fucking around. Pings it in.
Went for the pass of the dreams there, didn't he?
Yeah,
got a bit lucky.
Isak knocks it. It's Joe Gomez. What's your cross, Joe? He's a good crosser of the ball. Gakpo underneath it, knocks it down. Everyone's missed it. Isak! Oh, what a save from Areola. Brilliant goalkeeping there.
That took forever to develop, didn't it?
Unbelievable. Yeah, Wirtz couldn't quite get a touch on it. Isak, acrobatic effort. Great reaction stop from the goalie, but good. Now go outside, up, pass it. Pass.
It just felt like forever for the ball to go to the sky. I go back to Gomez, gets to the byline. Good ball in. He hangs it up. Gakpo nods it down. Wirtz leaves it. Isak, it kind of bounces up. He has to spin and the goalie's right on. Good goalkeeper.
Here we go. Ball in play. Gakpo.
It just took forever to come down for Alexander Isak, didn't it? Kind of, the touch bounced it up. I wonder if Wirtz could have headed it. He kind of left it.
Gomez. Is he going to whip this one? He is, you know. For Isak. Got the header, but direction at McAllister gets an important touch. Wirtz. Kerkez. Nice football. Wirtz is looking for a pass. Szoboszlai had his hand up, but there was it wasn't the pass, so he does well there.
That's good.
Gravenberch, Gomez again forced to check inside and outside, and now he's run out of ideas and he's been tackled.
Yeah, that's not his game, is it?
Yeah.
That needs to be out your feet and crossed if you go.
Yeah, just
you're not good enough to be a man.
Pick a choice and go for it.
He's not good enough to. He's got injured and then rolled back onto the pitch.
Sneaky little fucker.
Can't we just play on? It isn't his head, is it?
He's not happy there, dude. Anyway,
did Gomez get him? Oh yeah, he did. Right at the end.
Trailing foot just caught him there. But encouraging. This is the best spell Liverpool have had in the game so far. Both full-backs getting up and involved. Wirtz is unlucky. He actually just misses it.
So he just bounces up. If that goes down, he gets a better connection, does Isak?
It's shades of Schmeichel there from Areola. Just comes out, makes himself huge. Don't think he knows actually a lot about it, but he's done the right thing, the goalie there.
Yeah. He's a big guy, isn't he? But if that touch off Isak goes a bit lower.
Good though.
Interesting that seeing Gomez getting forwards.
Yeah. People forget
he's fast, you know.
He's fast. He's a very functional all-round right back. People think about him as defensive things, and because he doesn't score goals,
he can cross.
People think he's a nosebleed fullback. He's not. He's got a good cross on him, and he does perform the role.
He's got no skill, has he? He's not going to beat you for.
Yeah, exactly. That's where he kind of did
fucking hell,
himself.
Kerkez, lad, just sold him an absolute dummy. Go get the ball. What are you waiting for?
Canate.
No,
Canate as well.
Eventually, what was he waiting for? I think he got away with it. I think that should have been a foul. The ball was there for him to win. He never, but thankfully he went back and got it. That ball from Kerkez, he might as well put a stamp on it and told the West Ham fellas where it was going.
Yeah,
come down with snow on it.
Needs a pass, gets it in McAllister. I want to see a little bit more of this. McAllister's actually the best things McAllister's done so far. It's actually not dwelling on it. It's just a couple of little wall passes. Just go and help us get 10 yards up the pitch. He's played with Gravenberch and Wirtz quite nicely so far.
Thankfully it didn't.
Here we go. Here's Gravenberch. Great forward run. Still going, Gravenberch. Hey! Oh, he's absolutely cleaned out on the edge. What? Referee is having none of it.
Did he get the ball?
It's a tackle from behind. Ref, it's just a foul.
And then he gives that? Are you mad?
Absolutely pathetic. Absolutely.
Why is that not a foul, you dickhead?
Pathetic refereeing.
How is that not a foul?
He takes both legs of Gravenberch as he's getting into the box. Pathetic refereeing once again.
Mate, It's a clear foul, and if it's in the box, it's a penalty, and we got nothing now. No, you can't overrule it. You're a fucking dickhead. How do you not give that as a foul? It's impossible for that man to win the ball. You can't win the ball.
You give that, that's one of those ones that you just give as a free kick because of everything that's there in front of it. You can't tell whether he's got a touch on it. You give that as a free kick, and if you're wrong, you're wrong. But it's got it look, and then when you actually look at it back, it's a foul. It's a foul. He takes both of Gravenberch's leg. He's on the charge. That is just the most fundamental free kick and yellow cards type of situation you'll ever see, and the referee's not even give the free kick.
There's no way that man can win the ball. It's just the law of physics tells you as a ref, he can't get that ball without taking the man first. Oh, fuck, give it away now.
All right, Liverpool need to defend. Ball into the box, well defended. Kerkez there. Szoboszlai. Wirtz.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Now Szoboszlai needs to get away with it. Bad pass there. Gravenberch's going to try again. Gravenberch feels like he's feeling himself a little bit today as well there. Now Wirtz more over on the right hand side. Great ball! Just didn't have the legs to get through to Gakpo. It's a nice idea. West Ham defend. Liverpool having a little moment here.
They're playing well.
Yeah, McAllister needs a pass. There's no movement ahead of him.
I think Gravenberch's feeling that tackle as well,
Maybe. There's Wirtz drifted over to the right hand side. Gomez made the dummy run, didn't use it. Szoboszlai back to Wirtz. Back to Szoboszlai. Great run. Gomez is in. Joe Gomez, pass it. Oh no, he waited. Just dwelled slightly too long before releasing it. And his options evaporated there, unfortunately.
He started to pull that back and there was no one to pull it back to.
Well, he pull it back a step earlier.
Or smash it across goal.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
That's the thing.
Sometimes that is the right thing to do.
I don't know.
Leave it to leave it to the last second, and then it's you can lay it on an absolute plate. But actually, West Ham covered the passes pretty well.
We're playing all right here. Yeah. We need to finish that last little bit off.
Liverpool have come alive in the last 5 minutes. Alexander-Isak down the left, he's into the box, cuts inside, gets it to Gakpo. Gakpo, it was behind him, and West Ham get a free kick.
Poor by Isak, that.
Yeah,
he had to pass that. There were 4 men there. What was he waiting for?
Yeah.
And then when he does pass, it's behind him. So watch this. Isak, he's got Gakpo, and if the camera's not going to pan out, he had Wirtz on this. Where's he going?
He cuts inside. It's immediately not on, so he passes the buck off to Gakpo, and Gakpo's not ready for the pass. Gakpo should probably go the other way, Steve, if I'm being honest. Once Wirtz is in that position, should Gakpo be looking to get around the back of him?
I think that was more on Isak though. Isak had ran into Gakpo's space. Like, there's not what I mean. At that point, don't pass it to him. You're there.
Yeah.
Just a couple of these little decisions from Liverpool, because generally they're playing okay. Mm-hmm. Just those little last minute decisions in the final third. But there's definitely space behind West Ham and around the side of them as well. Liverpool constantly, they're playing a back three, but there's definitely space behind the wing backs.
Yeah. You can see in the stats from the momentum chart so far when I get it back up on my screen and it reloads. Oh, yes, there we go. This has been nice. Liverpool's best spell of the game so far. The last 5 minutes. Here we go. Gakpo. We thought about the shot. Plays it overlapping pass to Gakpo, to Kerkez. He cut it back. Couldn't find the Liverpool man.
I'm all for cutbacks, but you've got to pick your pass. Like, if you're not putting it on a play for someone, just cross it. Mm-hmm. Like, we're trying to play cutbacks to people who aren't there.
I think we saw a few just before this little spell. Arne Slot having a word with Gakpo, and I think he's asked him to tuck in a little bit more here and let Kerkez have the left hand side, and it's definitely looks a lot healthier. A little foul on Wirtz there. Referee actually gives us a free kick, which is encouraging. Hopefully Wirtz is okay, holding his ankle. Let's just see that one again.
No, it's not as bad as I thought.
Just a little nibble at him, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, let's have another look at the stats.
That was the first time, sorry, Paul, that was the first time where he played in Kerkez. He cut in and played the little round ball.
Yeah. Interesting seeing the touch map for him, Wirtz. I did quite a bit on the summer, looking at what Wirtz was going to be, and that, I mean, it's very early in terms of the volume.
He's everywhere, basically.
That's a Florian Wirtz touch map. That's what that should look like.
When your players are 10, you're allowed to do that. You can just go and get involved in the game. Can we do something from a set play?
Anyway, 0.62 in the XG, 63% possession to Liverpool. This is Liverpool's game so far. The one big chance has fallen to them. It's a free kick then, left-hand side. Szoboszlai's on this one. Going to be looking to float this one towards the back post, you guess. Van Dijk's under it. Wirtz is trying to disrupt it and get hold of the ball. Paqueta battles, does well. McAllister wins it back. Well done, Alexis. drives it towards goal deflected, and Areola will claim that one. Two choices there. I think it might have been Isak was peeling off towards the back post there. Could have maybe floated it. Don't hate it for someone having a pop just to mix things up. But yeah, a bit tame in the goal. He has it.
Easily it was charged down.
They're
not out.
No. Van Dijk goes across and deals with the ball to Wilson. Plays it to Gomez.
We're playing well, I'd say that. Just again, the last little bit, but
we're finding our way into the game.
Well, I can see what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
We're trying to play through the lines. We're trying to get certain players on the ball. We're trying to get back round the back of them.
Yeah.
You can at least see what the plan is.
McAllister's getting into the game more, which I think is a good thing. That block tackle would do the world. A good Wirtz just drifted to the right hand side. Gomez couldn't quite find him. Throwing it to Liverpool. 84% possession in the last 10 minutes of this game.
It has been all Liverpool, like you say.
But the trick now is to
score.
Capitalise, yes. Szoboszlai, he's got Gomez ahead of him. Looks for Wirtz. Oh, it was a last-ditch sliding tackle there.
There's been a few of them. To be fair to their players, right? They've done a few of them where they've just got like the little toe on the little slide rule pass. Mavropanos saw one before, and then Juve just done the same. That was a gorgeous ball in behind, looking for Wirtz.
Really was.
Little toe to it.
Yeah. Structurally looks good at the moment without it being like archetypal, like Gakpo on the left, Szoboszlai's wide on the right. Szoboszlai's got some, he's helping out the midfield. He's coming central when he needs to. This is where, though, Liverpool need to keep the door shut. Domination's great if you can, stop them scoring. But Saka rattles it off Gakpo to keep the door shut to Liverpool. McAllister gets stuck in. Yeah, love that. Love that. Dispossesses Paqueta. Oh, Wirtz just heavy touch, overran it. Szoboszlai needs someone with him.
Good ball.
Yeah, good little curler out of it. He's going to come inside here. He's going to try and get it to Gakpo. Oh, his touch let him down. It was a good ball. He peeled off nicely there.
What a pass by Wirtz.
Yeah. West Ham get a free
kick. It was
kick.
Two great passes. It was a great pass from Sobo to Wirtz, a great pass from Wirtz to Gakpo. He just couldn't get out his feet. He made a great run.
Isak did the right thing. Isak pulled over to the left. It opened up for Wirtz. His skill takes him inside.
Touch.
And Gakpo's first touch, it just gets away from him. But again, encouraging. That's the kind of interchange you want. Isak is happy to come over to the left-hand side. You need to see more of that. When he does, Gakpo needs to go and fill those positions, and let Wirtz weave some magic behind. Again, encouraging sign.
Gakpo just does your head in sometimes because he isn't bad. The player's just crap. You can half go he's crap. Don't worry about him. He just does some things like that.
When he's hot, he's hot.
Yeah.
And you get it when Gakpo's on it.
Yeah.
You go, God, yeah. I mean, just look back at the 7-0 United. That's Gakpo.
Sometimes he's infuriated, but he's got every chance to score a goal in this game. Mm-hmm. He does that quite a bit. He'll do 3 or 4 things that you just pull your hair out if you had any.
Yeah, I wouldn't be. Look, if he carries on doing this,
he'll score.
But I could. No. I was going to say more. If it's not quite on it, but I could see how Ekitike works with what we're doing here. Is Bowen down that right hand side, overhits his pass. Van Dijk screens it really well. Goal kick to Liverpool. I could easily see if that's Ekitike, you're backing Ekitike to be a little bit more clinical in that situation. But it all feels quite sensical. What Liverpool are doing
we look
so far.
fluid. There's a clear pattern of play. I can tell you exactly what they're trying to do, and that's start one. They've got an idea.
It's not actually as two in midfield at times. Gravenberch is definitely the deeper of the two. Yeah. Right now they're right alongside each other. McAllister drops in. There's a nice, again, counterbalance to that. They're playing a lot more give and goes. If they need an extra body, Wirtz will come in and do it with them, as we've just kind of seen it there. And then there's a nice fluidity over on that right side. Gomez is functioning really well as a right back for us as well. It's solid. It's not like, seat to your pants kind of stuff just yet, but it is getting better. Is Gakpo. Just bad ball really there. But it's okay, Liverpool keeping them pinned in. That's what we want. Wirtz, Gomez, go on, quick decision. Tried to get it to Isak, didn't have enough on the cross. Got to keep the door shut here. Gomez and Konate do well. Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, that's nice. Very nice. Go on, Gomez, overlap and run. Get it. Just forced to stop and go back. That's all right. Bad ball. Yeah. He's trying to play it to Szoboszlai there. Bad pass goes through for the goal kick.
Well, you've just broke something.
Somehow 2 things have ended up unplugged there. Anyway, everyone, talk amongst yourselves. Oh, there's a third.
Why are you down there, son? Yeah, I'll talk for it while Paul fix the 2 days, bro. I think it's been an encouraging 34 minutes for Liverpool. They just, like say, it's nearly
We've had
there for
encouraging 34 minutes a few times lately.
them. It's
which is
nearly
the
there
thing.
for them. Just a couple of odd moments. but-
Liverpool's trick is to continue like this
And then like all in.
and then score. That's what it sounds really simple, but like continue to dominate the ball, continue to move, be creative, work for each other, and then score.
No, Liverpool are putting on the pressure, but like I say, the downside is the goalie's made one save. Probably, you know what I mean? Oh, fucking hell.
That's a great throw.
It was odd. It was looked odd.
Yeah,
Didn't-
it was unconventional.
There we go.
Liverpool don't
2 on
hold
2 here.
Bowen
Get
now
back.
up against Virgil van Dijk.
Come on, Virg.
He's going to try and smoke him. He's going to cut inside again. Need to block that shot.
Nice.
Well done there from McAllister. Liverpool got numbers back now.
Virgil did well there. Just shot,
Yeah.
just didn't let him get any.
Right, West Ham looking to dig across out again. Kanate gets there and clears it out for a throw-in. We've been quite resolute, actually. I think, you're right. There's a little moment there where it broke down. I think that's on Isak. It needed to stick better with him from Kerkas's throw-in. He was swamped. He didn't really have loads of options. He didn't have a pass, but just hold on a bit over reinforcements. But yeah, it breaks 2 on 2. Van Dijk slows Bowen down, and then we get the numbers back and defended okay. It's another ball over the top. Aimless goal kick to Liverpool.
I think West Ham will be disappointed how they're playing as well, though. They haven't got anything going really yet.
No,
Maybe that's a function of us, but even things like that's just crap.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of both,
yeah,
really.
their final pass hasn't been on it at all so far.
Yeah, it just needs to.
Van Dijk's just strolling this one forward. McAllister's gone and collected it from him. Over to Kanate.
The balance of the team looks better, Paul. I'd say that. Just in general, things look a bit better.
It goes back to it though. It's really interesting because I do wonder if we had Bradley on the right hand side, would this still work as well? Or would it be the same but better?
Well,
Because you've got a better attacking player on that right hand side.
He's just more prone to invert. I think with Gomez, it's easy to say, just get out of the way, mate. And I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Gomez
just go stand over there.
Gomez understands the role,
Yeah.
and he does it, and he just does the things that you. Yeah,
Sure, hobby boots. I'll get to the byline. I'll make runs. I'll get back. That's fine. Nice.
Here we go.
Nice.
Give and go again with Wirtz. Got men ahead of him, trying to push it into Isak, maybe a little too hard there. Kerkers battles. I'm sorry, ref, but no. He goes in, he gets first. McAllister gets first contact on the ball.
How do you give that as a foul? And Ryan Gravenberch before got absolutely swiped out.
Yeah.
That was a shoulder barge.
Yeah.
Bowen's just bought that. It's good that Liverpool's work in the middle is good. Wirtz does have this tendency though to blam it in. Like your touch has got to be
He's
unbelievable.
trusting good players to be good at footy, and this is what they're going to have to get onto. And this goes back to again. You've got to play with each other. Isak and Wirtz have basically not played together, and
Wirtz has gone down there.
Yeah, Wirtz has gone down holding his
I
goatee there.
I thought he was celebrating a goal. I think Wilson just caught him around the chin or throat.
Oh yeah, just elbows him in the throat.
He knows exactly what he's doing there.
Yeah,
He watches him as well.
it's a spinning back elbow. That again, though, I think Virg is fine. He's doing the right thing. Again, this is football, shithousery, dark arts, and all that. It defo hurts, but let the referee know that it's happened. So then he's kind of got a choice there. If Wilson does anything, he's much closer to a yellow card, etc., etc. So yeah, fine. Kanate, Gomez drops off there. Szoboszlai back to Gomez. You've got Gravenberch inside him. Yeah, just use it, mate.
I think Sobo wanted that on the 1-2 and Gomez didn't.
Just
didn't
slowed it
release
down a little bit there.
Oh,
Van Dijk's gone for a big angry one up the pitch, looking for Gakpo. He's got it, he's played it back to Wirtz. It's saved. Didn't have enough on the shot. Gakpo did brilliantly. The defender fucked it up, and it was a big opportunity after a big booming pass from Wirtz.
It's excellent by Gakpo. You just
Wan-Bissaka
out-muscles
shits the bed,
Wan-Bissaka,
yeah.
get down, see you later. And then Wirtz would hit it. He tries to side foot it into the corner.
Yeah.
He goes for placement and he doesn't place it.
He gets a good, yeah.
Absolutely.
Does well to get the shot away. He's under a lot of pressure.
Smash that.
But yeah,
Hit it.
big chance
If
that.
you're going to place it, place it. And if you're going to hit it, hit it. He didn't a bit of neither.
They're the ones that when you're in, everything's clicking for you. They're in and you're wheeling away celebrating before you've even made the contact. But it kind of does sum up where Liverpool are at. Encouraging signs, but just not quite on it yet.
Gakpo did really well. Again, brilliant. The run by Wirtz. He's heavily influential in the game.
Wan-Bissaka tried to slide tackle that in the air.
Yeah,
mate.
he was all over the place.
Commitment to the slide tackle from Wan-Bissaka is next level, really.
I just think Wirtz, man, you've got to. If you're placing the ball right, it can't go to the goalie's hands. I know that's really easy to say. Find the corner or that, just how it's it.
Well, no, fine margins that in there. Keeper reads it well.
Back post again.
Back post, Wan-Bissaka, Bowen.
Don't foul him. No fouls.
Keep him in there.
No fouls. There you go.
There we go. It's got out. He's literally run the ball out of place.
It's 2 yards out.
Well done. Kirkus did really well there.
Yeah,
what we'd expect from Kirkus was to come flying into him there, and he didn't. He gave him enough rope to.
Florian Wirtz in the last few minutes has been like me on FIFA when I pressed the wrong buttons. He's like blammed the passing, and he's passed the shot. Like,
he's a pro Evo player playing FIFA there, isn't he?
It's past that Isak has rockets, and then he tamely flows it back to the goalie.
Yeah.
He pressed the wrong button twice.
Yeah, good move. Start that one again, lads. Like, yeah.
He's pressed square. He doesn't know if it was shoot or cross.
Just pass it, mate. Pass it to Gomez and get back. Gomez, Kanate. These are not the ones we want playing football. Go on, mate.
He's got another.
Kanate just caught in possession.
Just a fish out of water when he gets up there, mate.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Last year he was better than that. He's got no confidence at the moment on the ball.
In that, you just got to.
Give it to your good lads.
Be quick. Just
give
move it quickly. Don't dwell. The second Kanate dwells on, and Gomez too. If you're dwelling on the ball, it's game over there. You know, it undoes what we do, and that is one of those where, physically, defensive-wise, they're both doing all right for us so far. And Gomez is having a good game in all aspects, really. But you don't, as I said, Kanate and Gomez, these should not be playing more than a pass between each other. It should be getting moved on. Gomez plays it over the top. Isak's not getting on that one. It'll run back to Areola. Here's Wan-Bissaka. West Ham looking to build out, and Wirtz doing really well just to kind of put his man off there. Szoboszlai's on it. Come on, this is fine, Liverpool. Does it make the mistake? McAllister.
Yeah, done well.
Yeah, does well. Gakpo gets back in now. Now release it. That's a foul to Liverpool. Well done. Take it quick. Get the ball. Take it quick. Don't let them walk away with it. Well done, Maka.
Yeah.
Okay. Coming in, closing in on the half.
10.
Couldn't
Good
really
ball.
do. We're just grabbing a goal here. Szoboszlai is Wirtz. It's all starting to click for Liverpool. Joe Gomez fires it across. Keeper blocks it before it reaches Isak. Gakpo find the pass. Finds it. McAllister.
Is it?
Szoboszlai. Gomez floated to the back post. Keeper punches corner. Well done. Come on.
Great Liverpool move, and the goalkeeper does really well. Twice there. Liverpool play through the lines again. Look at that. Brilliant from Wirtz. Szoboszlai gets it back. It's a really good cross by Gomez first time.
Yeah.
And look at that. It's a tap in for Isak. The goalie does brilliantly. Absolutely. It's a fantastic run by Isak. It's a fantastic ball by Gomez. It's a wonderful piece of goalkeeping.
Yeah, it is.
Fair play to him. He reads that so well.
Come on, Liverpool. Keep the pressure on. Let's end the half on top here.
That was absolutely fantastic.
Was it a goal?
Was he not?
Was it a free kick or something?
Was he an offside or something? What? Don't know.
Oh well. Anyway, apparently Areola's got it. I know.
It must have been a free kick or an offside or something. Because the goalie had punched it behind. Really good goalkeeping.
Yeah.
The ball from Gomez first time was absolutely fabulous.
Yeah. I suppose that just gets a little flick on the header there. Wow.
Up and under from there.
Yeah, that is a positive sign for Liverpool when the West Ham players are just literally. Oh my God, referee! What are you doing?
When Wirtz and Sobo link up and it's one touch, it's really clever.
But McAllister's doing it as well. And this is what Wirtz is doing really, really sort of nicely so far. He's letting the goal go to his back. He's being there for just a quick one pass, move it off to McAllister, and then go. Gravenberch is being a little bit more freed up. McAllister's really coming to the game. Szoboszlai's coming over to play with him as well. It's good. Liverpool are playing good football.
We're deep here, mate. Look at this.
Yeah, we just need it to click.
They've got a free kick. What you'd say is like level with the centre circle, and we are in our own box. That's new. I would usually be 10, 15 yards. I'd want us way higher than that. Why are we that deep? Why do we need to be that deep? That's going to have to travel a long way.
Well, maybe easier to judge the flight of the ball if you've got more time. Yeah, Van Dijk goes in, quite comfortable there. McAllister brings it down.
I mean, it's clearly different. It's something new that maybe they're trying to work on, but I would expect Liverpool to be at least on the edge of the box, even 10 yards further up. Maybe Maybe it's Virgil saying, let's just go deeper now with my header, which is fair enough.
But also, this is the thing, yeah. It gives you a load more reaction time. You get to watch the flight of the ball, and we'll come into the closing stage of the game. Trust yourself to defend
it's just
the
different.
box. Yeah.
Just a bit different. It was very deep.
I don't want Liverpool doing anything mad in the final stages of this half. The worst thing that can happen is to go in and go down after all this. That's you'd feel like we were done somehow.
There shouldn't be much of anything added on, really, should there? There's been nothing. Van Dijk took a whack in the face. That was about it.
We get the forward. Isak is offside. It's going to drop to McAllister and Wirtz. Well done. Nice little touch of game from Wirtz. McAllister, come, keep it moving.
Well done.
Yeah, that's well played. Gravenberch. McAllister, come on, Mac.
Oh, just about. Oh, get up. Oh, no.
Oh, Van Dijk should probably have gone attack that one. A minute of additional time. We're into that already. Wan-Bissaka, well marshalled there by Wirtz. Oh, again, Wirtz, meant to be playing in the 10, doing defensive work there. Over
That's
on
what
the
I'm saying,
left-hand side for us.
That's what he does. He runs. He's got a big engine.
Gomez just got to the dance there and then forgot his dancing shoes by all accounts.
Last 30 seconds then. It was only 1 minute like we suggested.
The tops of Bosley.
Get back.
They're going to get back in. They're going to just try and... Oh, he's megged him. Gomez goes over, shuts the door, corner.
And the half with the corner.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I like Juve, by the way, he's a good player. He is very traditional full-back, up and down. He got him behind there. It was...
he's G'd the crowd up there as well. This will be the last action of this half. If the referees wants to be a stickler for the rules and being crap, I'd be blowing up. Now ref took too long over at half-time. Yeah, they've set themselves up for one last push here. It's going to be another in-swinger. Now, we saw one previously where Liverpool just kind of concentrated on disrupting the West Ham players rather than getting a proper contact on it. Let's see what happens this time. It's another deep one. Gravenberch's under it. Well, that'll do. Half time. I was holding on to that. Wow, okay, so... Half time, West Ham 0, Liverpool 0. If you were the scoreline is the be all and end all. This is not going to be, obviously, the scoreline that you're looking for to make you feel better about Liverpool's prospects. However, what do you think? What have you made of Liverpool's performance in the first half? Let us know in the comments section, please, and we'll get through a few of them.
If you can ask me while people send theirs in, I think it's been encouraging. I think I can see the plan we said before. Can we have a coherent plan of what Liverpool are trying to do? Can we look solid at the back? I think we can say yes to all of those. There's been a couple of moments where the final ball or the final touch or the final decision hasn't been good. Granted, their goalkeeper has saved definitely one goal with that touch at the end because Isak was going to have a tap in, maybe another one when he got out to him. So I think it's been better. It hasn't been vintage Liverpool, of course it hasn't, but there's the changes the manager has made have impacted the game in a positive way. Getting Wirtz central and him and Szoboszlai linking together has really worked out well. I think we're seeing the benefit of Joe Gomez playing on the right-hand side in both regard of attack and defence. I think the midfield is looking a bit more functional, a bit more cohesive. They're just up front, still looks like what it kind of has been a while. It just looks a bit scrappy. They're not all on the same page. There's a pull back to no one. There's a touch the wrong way. He isn't giving it to him on the right foot. Just little bits in there. But listen, mate, I'd say that encouragement with more to come from that half. It's been, and listen, a low bar, but like one of the better halves we've had for a while, really. And I think I can see how this game with maybe an Ekitike on, perhaps a bit later on, you can see Liverpool scoring a goal.
Yeah, I said to you before, you're right. I can understand Ekitike signing makes loads more sense in this structure of a football team because I could easily see Gakpo and Ekitike. There's like for like. And then what we've said for weeks, start making massive changes to your setup, just swap the players in and out. And I could quite easily see how, you could do that. Actually, it sounds daft, but I could see Harvey Elliott, in this as a vet understudy a little bit more maybe. But no, say structure-wise, its workload's better. I think Gakpo is starting to understand that you can let Kerkez do all the running down the left-hand side and you can tuck in and be around the 18-yard box and get into better shooting positions if you let that happen. You go and play with Isak and let Kirkes be the one who supplies the passes to you. So yeah, McAllister started a bit sluggish, but has actually started to come into it. Gravenberg similar. Szoboszlai's looked really good. I think his understanding with, he's played a lot with Wirtz, who's gone over and support there. It's Wirtz.
Yeah,
I've seen him play left mid, I've seen him play right mid, I've seen him play behind the front, I've seen him drop deep and collect the ball. He is doing what we bought him to do.
Yeah.
He is gluing loads of little bits, and not in a I'm going to pick the ball up and beat 3 men and create some sort of wonderful thing out of it. He's playing football with all the lads, which is what we need. We've got a bunch of super chats at the end of the half and into this, so I'll just get through a few now, Steve, if you don't mind.
Even if I didn't mind, I think you still do it. You don't have to pander to me, Paul. You're the boss. Just your boss.
Is Gomez going central? I said Algebra and defence going into a 3.
No.
No.
Gomez could not be playing more right back.
Gomez
he is on the touchline.
Gomez is as traditional a right back as you could possibly. Well, no, sorry, not traditional. A traditional modern right back. He's back defending. He's up as our most advanced player on the right hand side as well. This is. And again, why have we bought Jeremy Frimpong and persisted with Bradley, and why have we bought Kirkes? If they're going to be played like this, it makes perfect sense.
Think Nathaniel Klein.
Think Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez is playing right back like Joe Gomez plays right back.
We're so used to Alexander-Arnold and Bradley and the inverted and the genius that of Trent and whatever. Gomez, it's a throwback to when we had Nathaniel Klein, and he was just up and down. He'll often be the most advanced. He'll get to the byline, he'll get crosses. He lacks a little bit of creativity. You're not going to ask him to skim 4 men and do it, but if you ask him to bomb up and down and put crossing all day, and he'll defend his back post, that's what Gomez has been. He's been absolutely fine.
Yeah, exactly. And I think there are a couple of times when it's not looked great, are the times when I think we've trusted Gomez to be more than he is. And what that is, we said it a few times during the game, Gomez is in a best situation where he's in full flow. He's either arriving onto something and he can whip a cross in, or you can play a first time pass or cross, whatever. The second he's taking another touch or he's cutting back inside, it either then needs to be an immediate pass out to someone. But it's, you know, that's where it's broken down a couple of times. But I do think that's a little bit of a legacy of Bradley being at right back, or Trent being at right back, or Salah being our highest and widest player on the right hand side, where we're leaving a little bit out to sea. But that has been minimal. I'm really pleased to see that Liverpool have been moving the ball much more quickly. John Lee, David Blackshaw, the man, the legend, says better game, players connecting, and we need to keep it up. Last balls need to be attacked better though. Isak needs a boost and we need a goal off anyone. Keep up the great content. Number 20, YNWA. Yeah,
I think
thanks, John.
I've been a little bit disappointed with Isak again, if I'm honest. He just, that shot over the bar, just some of the decisions he's been making. Listen, he doesn't do a lot wrong for the one that's saved, and he's probably going to get a tapping at the back post. And and then it's a different conversation. He just isn't on the same wavelength as them all, yeah. And again, it's to be expected, with the training and stuff. But it just looks like he's not quite as sharp. And I understand because there hasn't been much game time. But still, I go back to it, like, he is one of the best strikers in the world. Like, you could be getting a bit more out of him. But there are enough signs, I think, in Liverpool's general attack and play to suggest they're going to continue to create chances. Someone's just got to score a couple of them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. The Isak stuff, he's getting into... I mean, look, he's had the best chance, probably the best chance, or joint best with the Wirtz one, which is side foots of the game, and he kind of makes that with his own athleticism. It's a brilliant save, and that could have been a one that's, there you go, he's just at the races, he scored. He's moving quite nicely. Again, he's drifting to the left when he needs to, move to the centre. It's been okay for Wirtz, definitely. For Isak. Hopefully more of that in the second half. Lou 0071, some better attacking signs so far today. Quite often it's good to a certain point, then falls away. Let's hope we don't fall away second half again. Yeah,
keep the back door shut.
The midweek against PSV, we were really good, I think, in the first half. Obviously, the penalty decision is the penalty decision, which left us chasing, but we just needed to come out and do more of the same, and we didn't. We came out so flat. Yeah, we came out a different side in a really bad way in that, and we just need to do. If we continue to play like this, Steve, and obviously, hopefully, add to it as we continue to get a foothold, and maybe West Ham start to crumble a bit more, we'll win this game. But that's been the fundamental thing, is second halves we haven't been able to keep up the standards, that even the small standards we've set. So yeah, it definitely needs to be more of that. Yeah. Fatal 94. Wirtz looks good. Gomez should be the starting right back to keep Sobbo up the pitch. Midfield looking better today. And look, this we haven't solved our problem, and that problem is that Gravenberch, McAllister, Wirtz and Szoboszlai all need to start. We've solved that problem once again, almost by kind of accident, because you need Salah's not playing, so Szoboszlai's in there, and that's another way to let us get all those lads in the team. But I agree, this is better than Szoboszlai at right back. Yeah, Bermo, sorry, lads, this is why we bought Wirtz. Sensational footballer if this team clicks. It's curtains for the opposition. Hate to say it, but we look way more balanced with no Salah. We do look more balanced, and I don't think this is Salah's fault per se, but Salah needs a Mane/Diaz, I think, on the other side to balance Salah, and that is, you need someone who's just a brutal hard worker who runs through brick walls and really scraps for everything, and Gakpo isn't that. So yeah, right now we might be a little bit more simple, and we've maybe potentially lowered the quality, because I don't think, look, you're not going to get 30 goals from Szoboszlai playing right side.
No.
But I totally agree with Bermo there that it's understandable what Liverpool are trying to do, and that makes a huge difference from some of the stuff.
The game, I say, is going through Florian Wirtz, and that's a positive for Liverpool. And most things he's done well, and that's what we should be like. When you signed him in the summer, that had to be the plan. Is the game runs through him. I think it's really hard for the game to run through Florian Wirtz when Mo Salah's on the pitch. They're just because the game runs through Mo Salah, and that's okay as well, because he's Mo Salah. But this is obviously the plan going forward. Wirtz is the key. You've got to get the ball to him early and often. The problem with that is, like say, Salah. If Salah isn't involved, he's not offering much. I understand. I agree. The balance is better when it goes through Florian Wirtz. And I've been very encouraged with him. I really think he should have blammed that shot. But that aside, I think he's been really influential. And if you look, he's linked up well with Gakpo. He's linked up well with Szoboszlai. He's linked up well with McAllister. He's found Gomez a lot. He's been heavily involved in the game.
It looks like Florian Wirtz's team.
Yeah.
That's what it has to look like if you're going to spend money on that type of footballer. Yeah. That's the
Florian Wirtz's team creating chances that ultimately falls the way to Wirtz-Isak. We've done that once, and they've barred a very good bit of goalkeeping. They nearly did it twice. So that is the blueprint, I think.
Yeah, Ilyas, just echoing really from what Berbo said there. Wirtz is a sensational footballer. He really is. Joshua Davis' team is now revolving around Wirtz, much more fluid. Gomez playing well and also looks solid. Slot will get it right, I'm sure. I love that. Right, we are going to take a little bit of a break, comfort-wise. I think I might have to have a half-time biscuit because they're looking at me and saying, eat me. Stay tuned, and we'll be back with the second half very, very soon. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. It is that time of year once again. What time of year? Well, it is the great Red Men Plus Advent giveaway time of year. If you head over to redmenplus.com and join or renew or continue to be a Red Men Legend tier subscriber, your name is going in the hat in daily draws in every day up to and including Christmas Day. We've got a range of incredible Liverpool goodies to give away, from pin badges and festive jumpers and books, so many books. We've also got signed football shirts as well. We've got a Champions League final shirt signed by Vladimir Smicer. We've got a Redmen t-shirt signed by Stuart Downer. We have got, for some reason, a 16-17 home shirt signed by Joe Cole and Peter Crouch. Crazy, no idea why, but it can be yours when you join up. And then, of course, we have got the coup de grace. We have got this replica Liverpool shirt signed by Kenny Dalglish and by Bruce Grobbelaar as well. Two men pivotal to Liverpool's European Cup success in Rome in '84, and that can be yours. That is being drawn on Christmas Day. So yes, every single day in December, get yourself in with a chance of picking up a Boss Liverpool themed goodie to add some extra festive spice this Christmas period. Yes, head to redmenplus.com, sign up as a Legend tier subscriber, and you will be in the draws. Hey everyone, I'm very proud to announce that after 17 years, my very first novel is here. The Eternal Flame, Yes the Boy, is available to pre-order right now on www.machpublishing.com. It is completely and utterly unlike anything that I've done on my 15 and a half years here on Red Men TV. It is a superhero story. It is a book about a boy who mysteriously trades lives with a forgotten World War II superhero, the Eternal Flame. It is also about a young girl, Anna Harrison, who finds herself in the present day pulled into an 80-year-old conspiracy theory to steal the power of the flame for nefarious purposes. It is a World War II action blockbuster. It is a bit of a teen comedy as well. It is very much inspired by the likes of Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Smallville and the MCU and Back to the Future and all of those greats that so many of us grew up on and absolutely adore, and yet distilled into this, my first ever work of fiction. It is completely outside of my wheelhouse, so I appreciate if it's not your bag, but if you were into all those things that I mentioned, I really think you will enjoy this. So yeah, please do give it a punt. It is on pre-order right now on Mage Publishing. There is a discount there as well. I just want people to read it and hopefully really, really enjoy it as much as I have over the last 17 years making it. Yeah, it is out now. The Eternal Flame, Yes the Boy, magepublishing.com. Nice one. Hey everyone, welcome back. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone who's ordered my book so far. I'm well aware that it is so far out of the normal spectrum of things associated with Liverpool or, you know, everything we do on Red Men TV. So yeah, I'm pleased to see how many people who fall into the category of being quite nerdy but also love football at the same time. So yeah, you can still get one of them over on Mage Publishing in time for Christmas if you're from the UK in particular. But yeah, I've got a bunch to Black Friday orders to post out in the new week. So very good. Thank you so much.
Before that, it was the Christmas Advent competition. We revealed some of the prizes. They're the best prize. A shirt signed by King Kenny and the Bruce Grobbelaar. I'll be giving that around.
Are we trying to suggest that our 16-17 home shirt signed by Joe Cole and Peter Crouch isn't quite the same level as a Rome 84 Kenny Dalglish shirt? Is that what we're saying?
Or the Red Men t-shirt signed by Stuart Downer.
It's just brilliant. I honestly,
we just have some mad stuff around here. And we just give it to you guys. The Stuart Downer one was when we interviewed him for, we did the League Cup thing, remember?
Is that what that was?
Yeah,
when that was from?
Yeah.
He was a really good guy. Stuart Downer, yeah, really.
Random prizes. We've got some good stuff in it as well.
It's another encouragement actually to go and, if obviously we're saying go and join as a Legend tier subscriber, you get access to the Discord and you get discounted merch and free merchandise. But ultimately, the fundamentals, you get loads of amazing content. Dan's been doing some great work, so far this season, and last as well, producing the unawarded medals documentary. But there's a ton of other stuff, and there's lots of very exciting things coming on the horizon. We could just do with Liverpool being better, so everyone feels better about Liverpool content. But if you've got a hankering for really well-made, produced podcasts, interviews, documentaries, and all that, then yeah, redmenplus.com will have you covered.
The Crouch, Joe Cole one for its worth.
It's underway in the second half.
We went to an event with TNT Sports / BT Sports, and they signed that for us.
As you do.
And McCoy signed the book as well. We've got that somewhere.
Oh, wild swing there from Grav.
I don't think there's any changes from both teams, was there? So,
okay, Kirkus. I've enjoyed Kirkus' performance so far. This again, it makes sense. I want to see him flying down the outside, but he's a very committed footballer.
He's just a boot to the face.
I don't think he should be getting, be tasked with being an orchestrator in anything Liverpool do. But similar to what Gomez is doing, just give him a simple set of instructions and let him live them out on the pitch. And I've enjoyed his commitment. I think he's won his defensive battles. I think his aerial he's been quite strong for us so far. He's having a good solid game. I do think the criticism of him has been a really unfair at times this season, but this has been good so far. Aaron Garza, this is a free Fede. Yeah, I'm here for a bit of Fede today, but whether he will
This game, if he put on that stance, it feels like it could suit him or even a Rio Ngamoa.
Yeah, absolutely.
The space over there.
I actually think it kind of suits Rio less, this in some regards.
I'm just thinking there's room to run into, the space in front of you. I mean, I think Rio struggled more when there's a man right on him, when there's space in behind. What a touch.
This is a wonderful attack from McAllister. He's tried to feed Gakpo, just didn't quite run for him there. It was very Wirtz-esque there from Maka. I had a little moment there where I had to make sure I was talking about the right player. Just danced his way through.
So yeah, he took 2 or 3 on it, didn't he? And then just got a little bit too much on that final.
By the way, I've decided to hold a fire on the biscuits. I've made a promise, and that was either Liverpool are winning or Liverpool are really badly losing. So yeah, holding fire on me bickies just yet. I have also made myself an historically bad cup of tea. That tea bag was in there for like, I can't tell, about 7 seconds. So I've disappointed myself. Hopefully Liverpool can rectify that with continually good and improved performance.
I hope so, fingers crossed. Well, on the winger thing, got back to the key, just like...
Have you seen that? Wirtz has only successfully passed the ball in the Premier League to Isak 3 times this season prior to today, and they did it 4 times in the first half. Like, lo and behold, your 2 star signings being able to play in the same team could actually have a positive impact.
I was going to say, there is, for someone to come on, it could even be Salah, there's space in behind on both flanks. That's something just to keep an eye on, because they do push their wing backs high.
I wouldn't be against Salah coming on for Wirtz-Isak in this, if I'm being honest. You know,
like, front.
Yeah.
I'm just looking, because Juve pushes on really high, doesn't he? On that their one wing back position. Wan-Bissaka not as much on the other side, but he definitely gets forward.
Szoboszlai's very right midfield at the moment for Liverpool. It's bad. The passes from Kanate just sends him deeper.
It's a big pitch as well. You can't stretch it. Which I think suits us. That's why I think a lot of the time we've done all right here. Yeah. You know, when we're at our best, the spaces, it really opens up for you.
That one is a COVID season, the Shaqiri to Salah goal.
I mean, even last couple, maybe I think we put 5 past them a couple of times, haven't we? I mean, last year Trent celebrated by doing this, which meant I'm going to Real Madrid.
I'm learning Spanish. Hola, me llamo Trent. Oh, lovely touch of game from Szoboszlai. Gravenberch, what can you do now? Oh, tried the little semi-reverse pass into Wirtz, just caught him a little flat-footed there. Wasn't really the one. You just had to pump it to the right-hand side and keep it moving there. But West Ham go long, and Liverpool will have that all day.
Their fans are getting a bit restless there. I heard a couple of groans from the lads. From half the man back in the spectre.
They've only just come back. Yeah, half of them. Yeah, only just coming back. It's a bad ground, that as well, by the way. It really is. Kanate floated ball to Kerkez. It really wasn't how he wanted that one, but he did well. Kerkez, it's a nice footy again. Gakpo, it's on the front foot. He's going to go for goal. He's going to spoon it over the bar.
Deflected, wasn't it? No?
He wishes, mate.
Oh, right, fair enough.
He fucking wishes.
It was that bad, I thought it took a deflection.
Isak made a great run there again, and fine. One of the 2 things: the run will open space up for you, but it will also obviously be a run that you could.
I have no issue with them taking that shot on, by the way. That's his game. Just be better than that when you do it.
Yep.
Oh, we haven't even got to 1,000 likes yet. Someone just said in the chat. That's probably why we haven't scored.
Yep, that'll be it. We haven't dropped a like on the stream just yet. Well, then, my God, do it now. Oh, thank you to the person who was literally just ordered a copy of my book right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I love that. Like, if you see me periodically just going, ooh, like, yeah, that's what this weekend's been like. It's been great. Right, West Ham throwing deep in their territory.
Oh, wasn't a very good one either. Don't.
Come on.
No, I think that's a good decision by the ref. Callum Wilson was trying to just buy a foul, and the referee didn't buy it.
And that goes back to the goalie. Do you have a song? As the scamper back, gets it. Gakpo, Wirtz gets the little knockdown. Passes it on to Kerkez. Well done. Now make the run. Oh, you know what? It wasn't the wrong idea from Kerkez. It's just no one quite controlled it.
Yeah, just still down there, by the way. He's injured. He isn't getting back up there. Wirtz needs to keep an eye on it. As West Ham come
left,
attack.
Liverpool needs to switch on it. Canate clears that one away. Gets a pat on the back from the skipper for that.
Wirtz is still down here. Was he up? Because he's taking the throw in.
Let's hope so.
Well, if he is, he's fine. Get back then.
Back and he's running.
Right, cross coming in.
Wan-Bissaka goes to the back of the penalty area.
Let's close the ball down, boys. Don't just watch it.
Gotta go over to Diouf.
Keep it.
Yeah, goalie looks like a little spillage from Alisson, but he claims it the second time.
I'll be generous and say he patted it down to himself.
Yeah, absolutely. Just took the sting out of it. And gives it to Canate on the ground and then over
to be fair to Kirk, right, twice in about 2 minutes he was given, and I pardon the phrase, absolute twats of a ball from first from Canate and then from Alisson. He dealt with both of them really well and launched attacks. Like them 2 passes to him, he absolute dreadful. He done so well.
Come on, Grav, release it. There was probably a foul on Gravenberch there, but all the same, he did kind of invite the pressure. Here he is again. Goes up. That's a better switch. Got a lot more on it. Oh, just cut out there by Wan-Bissaka.
Gotta get back, boys. Someone's gotta get over.
Wirtz is sprinting back.
Nice, boys.
Really well. Come on, Grav. His tackle touch didn't really set him up for the pass there.
It's there for you, Joe.
Gomez to defend.
There we go. Oh, jammy bastards.
Yeah. West Ham got it around the edge of the box. Wirtz getting back in, well done. And then Liverpool just need to keep the show, need to keep moving across, keep shutting down the passing lanes here. Paqueta plays it through, and it goes through to Alisson. Again, once again, Kirk's doing really well. Wirtz just appears wherever you need, whenever you think, oh, he's a little bother this particular player. Wirtz is just there, and you pass it to him, and then he passes it back to you, and we're away. It's nice, very nice. Now Joe Gomez, I'm doing ahead of him. So instead goes back to Canate.
You just give it to Virgil. Just what are we waiting for?
We do need to speed things up again a little bit more here. Just see if we can start pinning them into their half a bit more. It's a McAllister. See what? Oh, actually, no, that's all right. Just about.
That was a bad ball by Sabozlai. Gonna be careful of the counter. Wirtz again, just slows Paqueta down. Get back.
Keep running, mate. Jared Bowen to the byline. Virgil van Dijk cuts the cross. Yeah, but it was another good example of what I was saying until it broke down. But again, you just McAllister and Wirtz linking up, pass the ball to him, and then move, and he'll pass it back to you. Again, Curtis Jones, I think would be a good addition in this. Wouldn't be against seeing him come on for McAllister or even Gravenberch at some point.
Yeah, Sobbo just sold Gravenberch down the river a little bit, and then West Ham broke. To be fair, Van Dijk did well to stop the cross, which hasn't been great for us recently. We've been poor at that, but there is another corner for these. 4 of them now. This is the 4th. Yep. Is it the first time you've gone out swinger? I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, mixing things up. And lining up around the penalty spot here. Callum Wilson.
Poor corner.
Yeah, it is. And Gakpo been headed away.
Go on, let's go. Can we break? Can we break? Someone's got. Oh, no, we didn't break. Kirk's got to stop the cross, mate. Does well done, mate.
Well done. Throw into West Ham.
And he kept his hands down as well. That was really good defending. Because Virgil gambled and got beaten to it. Yeah. I think it was Potts. I'm not quite sure, but it was good by Kirk's.
Throwing then to West Ham. Bowen moves towards it. They go all the way back. Oh, yeah, just need to get out a little bit more, reset the line. West Ham playing some okay football in the last minute or two.
I'm not sure what they're trying to do here, though. What's their plan?
Yeah. They just, it feels very like passing it for passing its sake. I have to go get it to Paqueta and hope that he can pick something
Which he can.
Yeah.
Same for Fernandes, to be fair. They've done well there. They've sprung Bowen.
West Ham. Bowen cuts inside.
It's a ball, isn't it?
Well charged down corner to West Ham.
Kirk's again, good
to ride this couple of minutes here, Steve.
Good defender again, though. Kirk's did well.
Yeah, he did.
I was trying to say, what's their plan? Their plan was to spring Jared Bowen. They did, and Kirk's closed it down very well.
This is
We've gone short.
A good Liverpool side would defend this
nice,
and then go down the other end and score in the next couple of minutes. Corner again to West Ham.
6 of them now.
Yeah.
That was a good, they took the short one and Canate got up. Sometimes my issue with Canate is he just gets himself stuck under the ball a bit, but he for a big lad, he got up very well then.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, another corner. Back to the in-swinger, near side of the pitch this time.
Yeah, in-swinger from Pot. Is it Pot again? Come on, boys.
Bowen's trying to get himself away. Maybe looking for the flick on.
Good header away again.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
So, I don't want to jinx so far, so good on them.
Gravenberch on that one. God, this is it where you want to be winning the ball back. Wan-Bissaka's the deepest man just inside West Ham territory.
They're big lads all stayed up then. I thought they were going to launch it, but they chose not to. I think they probably should have.
Passing Canate reads that well. Now what? That's a lot of Gravenberch there. Gravenberch's having a little bit of a sticky half so far. It's not really working for him on the ball. We've got to do the defensive stuff, which we have done quite well so far.
What are you doing?
Ibou Canate.
I'll do. That's fine. That's absolutely fine.
Throw, yeah.
He should have done that before instead of trying to play that past the Gravenberch.
Yeah, fundamental defending there from Canate.
That's honestly, mate, that's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
They're having a little spell now. They're probably the first real spell for you.
You can sense it's coming. So fine, get in your shell. Go, cover up for a few minutes. Let them blow themselves out. You can't have it all for 90 minutes. You've got to break games down sometimes into 15-minute chunks and try and win them in your own way. And if
solid.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jamie.
Backett has got away. He's gone for goal. It's a ridiculous effort and it's gone wide.
Got a jammy in and his eyes lit up.
Yeah, definitely saw goal of the month. Light up for him.
Goal of forever if he beats Alisson from there with that. Yeah.
Okay then, goal kick to Liverpool. Going up on the hour mark. There's lots of subs there. Salah's down there. Jones is down there warming up. Rio and Gamoa. I just want to see us, any changes we make, is Wirtz has got in behind here. Goes for the first time cross. Oh, well defended again.
Great pass by Joe Gomez down the line.
It really was. It was a great run from Wirtz. I just didn't expect it to be him. But yeah, his pace is good. Gets in behind. Doesn't dwell. Cushion pass across. It was queued up for two lads. And if the defender got that wrong, we were in. But Mavropanos did the right thing there. Clears it out for the throw.
Yeah, both Isak and
Gomez coming over for the throw in here.
Both Isak and Gakpo made the right run and Wirtz made the right pass.
Said this at the start of the game. Gomez is our long thrower.
Well, we're going to try it, are we?
Yeah. Look at that. Wanker.
Go on, Joe. You can't beat them, join them.
Yeah, go for a flick on. Wide it away for now. Gomez gathers. Manages to get it to Wirtz. Get out the way, ref, you absolute weapon. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Gakpo cuts it back. Oh, what a finish! Alexander Isak in front of goal. Absolutely instinctive finish. There might be a slight question on whether Gakpo was onside. We'll check that. But my God, he made that look easy, didn't he?
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, really, really good from Wirtz with the little slide ball through to Gakpo. Gakpo pulls it back. That's the Alexander Isak we know and love. We'll check the offsides.
We know, but I've not had chance to love yet because he's barely been on the pitch for
against us. Let's just check the offsides here. Oh, he's fine. Is he? Oh, yeah, he's on.
Oh, he is. Gakpo's onside.
Yeah, Miles onside.
Cuts it back.
Excellent
what a finish that
so
is.
Composed by Alexander Isak.
I thought it was Canate for a very brief panicky moment.
What a finish. It's even better. There's an inch. Look at the gap he finds. Oh, gorgeous from Alexander Isak.
I love that.
Saying before the game, it's time.
But these are the things, right? We've been saying this for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Get in!
Yes, that. We haven't said that for weeks and weeks and weeks. But like, Isak is brilliant. We just haven't had opportunity to see it. He's a world-class finisher. He will score goals, the likes of which we haven't seen be scored since Fernando Torres. And that is a full-blown world-class centre-forward just kicking the ball inside the 18-yard box. The first clear contact with the football he's had all game. And he's took it brilliantly. Brilliant. Liverpool 1-up against West Ham. Glorious.
McAllister's took a whack to the face there, by the way, during that. Yeah, it was a lovely move.
So we took the long throw didn't quite work out. Gomez recovers it, gets it to Wirtz. The referee tries his best to run interference. He manages to get the ball through to Gakpo, which again, that you make them runs. Wirtz is on the ball. Wirtz will find you. He will find you to make the runs, and he does. And Gakpo cuts it back. It's a lovely
the finish,
goal.
mate.
Lovely goal.
Honestly, obviously, a lot of you will be watching with us. So those who are just listening to us for commentary, I reckon the ball had a gap of about a yard to get in between the post and Areola's hand,
and actually between the defender and you're threading it between the defender's leg.
He placed it.
Yeah, it's great.
Instinctive from Alexander Isak.
Exactly. That is the goal of a world class striker.
And it's what we were saying before the game there. That's what you're buying for. It's time to deliver Alexander Isak, and to be fair to him, he has there.
Yeah, and Wirtz as well, mate.
But both of them,
brilliant in the build-up.
It's both of them. And to be fair, Gakpo did excellently as well. It was a really good Liverpool move.
Now build on it.
The only threat to that move was the ref. It's tried his best to play.
The only man who got a sniff of Liverpool in that attack was the referee. Kirkes to the byline, cross blocked, corner to Liverpool. Oh, doesn't this feel nice
to be winning?
Yeah.
Yes, but let's keep that clean sheet, boys. That's job number one.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't give up the resolution. Don't feel the need now to go wild. I'll take a 1-0 all day if that's what it takes to get across the line. I want to frustrate the life out of them, but I want to see us realistically. I just want to see this for 90 minutes now. Just do this. We have to add fresh legs in. Add fresh legs. Whatever.
Is it Gakpo? Yeah, it's Gakpo. Yeah.
Gakpo in swinger.
Virgil's header. Come on, Cody. Find Virgil's head.
Isak makes a little run towards the near post. Van Dijk is on the penalty spot. The keeper got swamped there. Manages to fist it away. It's kept in there and then pinged down the pitch. Florian, is that Florian?
Yeah, it is,
racing back there.
Brilliant.
Well done, Flo. Goes back to Alisson Becker. I love that.
Just read the danger.
Canalte's made the run back. Oh God! Alisson sends one long. Wirtz isn't going to get on the end of that, but Szoboszlai gets the second ball.
Messi. The Alisson kick was along the lines of everyone's knackered. I just need to kick this away for a second.
Yeah.
Gakpo in.
Done, Cody. Keep going.
Fuck off!
Referee.
Fuck you!
Fucking wet wipe.
How is that a foul, lad? How was he watching that game and saying that's a foul?
No. Thank you to someone else who's ordered the ball.
Very rarely do referees just do my nutting. He did his best to stop us fucking making the run for the goal. I need to calm down.
Well, come on, that's it, Sobbo. Just keep making it difficult for him. Paqueta's dropped into right back there for West Ham to try and get on the ball. It's a nice little move. Yeah, it's all right. Just hold the shape. Don't go over the top. Kirkes can't get it.
That's fine.
It's a heavy ball over the top, and it's going to go for a Liverpool throw and over the far side. All right, little moment there where the midfield just lost it. But actually, what was encouraging was the defence didn't panic.
There was no.
Get back, get solid, be compact.
I think Nuno can make a change. I think he has to, doesn't he? It's either for us. I think Liverpool have been all right. I think West Ham have been poor. I'm not surprised Nuno's going to make a change. Yeah. I think Liverpool have made them quite poor, but there's definitely more in them. So I'm not surprised he's going to look at his bench soon.
Yeah.
Question on the subs is how long have the lads who haven't played for a while got in them? So how long's Isak got? How long's Wirtz got? How long's Gomez got?
Yeah. And actually,
in the tank?
again, can you replicate this?
I wouldn't want to take Gomez off.
This is the next test. Obviously, try and get to 90 minutes and win.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to know is this a Hail Mary thing that he's done here? Because if it's a Hail Mary, there'll be no way of replicating it off the bench. If it's his plan, if this is actually we're starting to see the slot plan, then his substitutions should at least add to or at least keep us at a level of par here. Relatively, the Gomez one being maybe the outstanding one. In
I'd like to hope you wouldn't want to be taking Gomez off. You'd like to hope.
What would you do on the Gomez thing?
Now we had to take him off.
Yeah.
I think it'd probably have to be Szoboszlai. Maybe you can bring Salah on and throw Sobbo back there. You can bring Curtis onto midfield and put Sobbo there.
Yeah.
I'd like to hope that
Gomez gives them encouragement, which is my little.
Yeah, it's just the lesser of the evils because Endo's the other chap. He's got no legs. Yeah. He's got no pace rather, and that would be difficult.
Oh, that was a physical challenge there. I actually think the West Ham player might have even won the ball there, but referees just decided inconsistency is the new consistency. And a yellow card. Cool.
Is that because it's a straight leg?
Quite possible. I mean,
I see.
It's the thing about reaching, isn't it?
He goes over that's unlucky, that's to be fair to the lads. He gets the ball and then he kind of goes over the top of it accidentally.
It's a bit like the one Curtis Jones got sent off for against
I don't think that should be a foul. I think Liverpool got away with that. I mean, we had the ball anyway. I don't think that's a yellow card. No. The yellow card's more for the lunge, isn't it, than the actual challenge?
It studs on the ball, isn't it? So it looks messy. It's fine. Again, it just goes to show the referee's just a bit shit at his job. But then they all are. So
yeah, just like say.
Okay, Liverpool took the free kick, goes back to Canate and now to Alisson.
It's the first real time West Ham have tried some semblance of a press and one went and he turned around like, where are we, lads? I don't mind us taking the sting out of it. You can't do it too early. This isn't 28 minutes. Get
Hugo. Now, is it for Isak or Gakpo?
Isak.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Isak. He's got his goal and now he's coming off. Ooh. Not sure he knew that exactly was going to be the plan, but here we go. That goal is just so good.
Yeah, it's a great finish. That
so good. Now, annoyingly, Alex Isak is on the bench in my fantasy team, and Ekatike was in the starting 11. I was like, well, that's laughing because Isak will come in for him only. Hopefully it all works out. Ultimately, who gives a shit? Liverpool are winning. Right, yeah, Alex Isak is off.
Got his goal. Job's a good one for him.
Hugo Ekatike is on. So, yeah, like for like.
Yeah. They're going to take that. He just got booked off as well. Another more attack-minded player.
Is it just left back to left back or left side?
No, it's just midfield.
No, is it so? Okay. Sobbo putting it. Yeah, closing down on that. Yeah, fascinating next sort of spell of this game, really. Oh, can Liverpool continue to do?
Might be a little bit of a change of shape. You know, it looks a bit 4-4-2-ish at the moment, Paul. Remember City away 4-4-2. Yeah, Ekatike and Wirtz. Yeah, that's definitely what at the moment anyway. Yeah, might be because the way the plays panned out.
We'll see what it's like when we get back on the ball again. West Ham have got possession at the moment, just in Liverpool's half. Trying to find a way to build through, and Wirtz and Gravenberch making it difficult for them to find passing options. Well done. Yeah, what's Wirtz got in the tank here is a big question. He's put a lot of running in today.
Yeah.
Gone for a long one over the top, aimless. Bowen's nowhere near that. It's a Liverpool throwing in the left back position. Let's have another song, yeah. Look at Isak on the bench there.
My elbow says ridiculous rubbish should have been Gakpo. I think it's legs.
Yeah, it's all well and good.
If he looks like he's goosed,
yeah. Well, yeah, but if you, this is what I'm kind of saying is that if you can't swap like for likes in this, then what you've got is not the solution. It's a break glass trying to find something that works. Whereas you can do that. Theoretically, we can just swap Ekatike now for Isak, and we should be able to carry on doing the same stuff. Whether we keep Gakpo on for the full game will be the next step of this, I guess. I wouldn't be against, again, Rio coming into this in some regard, but maybe it's like if Szoboszlai has to go to right back, maybe put Rio on the right-hand side.
Defensively, that's tough, isn't it? Come on, boys. West Ham, I mean, they're not doing anything yet, but...
Yeah. But this, again, deal with the cross. But again, said this before, you have spells in the game, you can't be on it front foot in everyone's face for 90 full minutes. They're going to get on it periodically. It's how you handle that. Once they're doing it, make it difficult for yourselves to play through. And again, but you're right, since the substitutions, West Ham have had the most of it. So fine, accept that. Concentrate on stopping them for a bit. Corner, outswinger for West Ham.
Good
headed away. Wirtz just volleys it clear for the moment. That's fine. Liverpool got a chance to just get out the 18-yard box and reset themselves. Wirtz is the most advanced player for Liverpool. West Ham have got it with Fernandes in the defensive position there.
Oh, hey! Oh, got lucky there, Bowen. He skinned himself.
Christ almighty. Whoa,
You're allergic to me.
Just need to add a little bit of excitement to this period of play.
My cheap aftershave making you sneeze. Bless you, sir.
Oof, right, okay, cool. 70 minutes gone, heading up to 71. Yeah. Throw into Liverpool, far side of the pitch. Milos Kerkez has it. Very grippy gloves he's got there. Lobs that forward.
That's a foul. Fucking hell, ref. Here we go. How can he complain about that?
Shoved away from it underneath the ball. He's a little awkwardly on his arm there, but he's alright.
He's fine.
Oof.
Just another minute ticks by.
Yeah.
It was good. I think it was Van Dijk's clearance off the corner. It was a good header because he got distance as well. You know, they're ones when you get caught under, that's hard to get, you know, distance. You got it right to the edge of the box.
Yeah.
And I understand. And then and then Wirtz cleared it out, but it was a really good header by Virgil. Oh, good touch.
TK just drifted slightly.
He did really well there.
Yeah. Well done, Szoboszlai now. Just keep playing footy, lads.
I just don't want us to go into our shell too early, boys. That's I don't mind being. Like,
But I
don't mind playing possession, Paul. But
it's a tough hybrid, though, isn't it? Because you've got to. How we've done so far, I think is fine. We've had the balance right between attack and defence. Yeah. There's no need for us to do more of the other. We're winning this game, so we don't need to overcommit. But also, we don't want to give up on attacking because that's part of defending.
Yeah.
West Ham just getting into the game a little bit more. It's a chance to offer some real discouragement.
Yes, brilliant.
That is excellent from Kerkez. Well done, McAllister. He's got Wirtz ahead of him. Szoboszlai.
See, I think if that was 0-0, that ball was going. Yeah. Because
Gomez.
Just be careful. Don't get yourself stuck in the mud.
Yeah.
It's too long for 20 minutes to just try and play it out like possession stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you
I get it because
you're right.
You don't turn over.
You put more pressure on yourself by not getting the ball up the pitch sometimes as well.
Yeah. I understand you don't want to like cheap turnovers. You don't have to take massive risks, but you also don't want to just turtle.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree. That's better. That's Van Dijk with the switch to Gomez. Needed Wirtz to go and make a little run beyond there and actually
don't foul him. No foul.
Oh, Wirtz is doing really well there.
Take it off him.
Tadibo just about keeping possession.
That'll do, boys.
Well done. Well done, Liverpool.
That was Wirtz, brilliant.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was one of them. We kind of got it wrong in build-up, but then, go and put them under pressure, make us hard to live with. Curtis is coming on.
It's whether it's Gomez.
Yeah, and
has he got enough in the tank to play, or is he going to let him do 90?
Or could it be McAllister? It could be a straight McAllister swap. TK is Gomez. Szoboszlai digs it out all the way back to Kerkez on the edge of the centre circle. Yeah, there's no easy pass on, so just have possession. Fine.
See, that's absolutely fine when there's nothing on.
Yeah, no need to force it. Better from Kanate into Wirtz's feet. Goes back to Szoboszlai.
Wirtz's first touch is class.
Yeah.
He's always got an next ball off his own touch. He lays himself on, for lack of a better.
He's got that, like Xabi Alonso had that, like the ability to just make a yard of space for yourself with any touch in any situation.
Yeah.
It's tight football from Liverpool, and they went, well done. Szoboszlai again. But we're back to playing footy. We're not really going anywhere. Yeah, it was a tough one. Gravenberch was foul. I'm not sure he was going anywhere with it anyway. Here comes the substitution.
I know they're getting frustrated with the ref. That is a foul. It's clearly a foul.
Through his ankle.
7 Wirtz.
Okay.
Again. He's been excellent.
Yeah, he has.
Probably his best game.
Really made this team tick. And I guess the question now is, do you go like for like? Do you just let Curtis do that, or does he swap with Szoboszlai and Szoboszlai goes into doing that? I'm not against it being Kurt.
I think you've got to just stick with what's been working on it.
Yeah. Again, Curtis's game. He'll go anywhere. He'll take the ball off you, and he'll give it straight back to you as well. There he is. Not it down to Kerkez. Although, what you might find is Curtis does a bit more left-hand side of the midfield, and Szoboszlai does a bit more right-hand side, maybe. Gravenberch needs to find Jones. Good run from Curtis Jones. Now where's your next pass? Inside to Ekatike, gets it back. Lovely little flick. Hugo Ekitike goes for goal. Curls it just wide of the far post. Lovely football, and it's what's been missing from the last few minutes, really, Steve. Liverpool being on the front foot in terms of the passing.
Yeah, some excellent flicks and tricks between Jones and Ekitike. He tries to guide it out, doesn't he, and just bring it back around the post, and just a bit too much on it.
Yeah, a bit straight.
He didn't get there, but it was good, really good play from first Jones and Kirkes, and then Jones and Ekitike to get the shot.
That's a Liverpool throw, I think, that ref.
Should be, yeah.
Yeah, Joe Gomez is over there. Good. More of that. We need. That's what we need, though. Is a couple more of those sort of spells. Even if we don't score from it, you've just got to keep West Ham honest here. You've got to remind them that they're in a big gap.
Oh God!
There's a dog of a touch that left us under pressure. Got to defend this one. Canate ran the wrong way and it hit his heel.
I think he got more lucky than good there. Canate.
Very lucky there.
He spun the wrong way. He just come off his heel. Oh, bad. Come on, Liverpool!
On. Liverpool here, bad passes there.
Couple of touches and a couple of iffy passes, and all of a sudden we're standing back in.
Oh yeah, Crowd and Bowen out. That's the right thing. Gakpo getting back in defending, as does Ekitike. Yeah, need to be a bit smarter here. Back at it, looking to bring Bowen in. Little cross into the box. Canate gets there and heads away.
Very well.
TK challenges well. Second balls, keep going. Absolutely sends Ekitike for the echo there. Dribbles in, Gravenberch does well. Ekitike forced to drop in. Release it. Throw into Liverpool.
Yeah, that was excellent. Good header by Ibu again. Big distance on it as well. They're going to bring the big lad on, aren't they?
So Villa are beating Wolves and Brighton are beating Forest.
That full crew coming on, so they might just go a bit more direct to him.
Okie dokie. Right. Let's have Ali.
Come up to 12 or so minutes left. Liverpool leading 1-0. Oh, they're taking it quick. I thought they were going to load the box up.
Liverpool need to keep the shape.
Good block again. That's something we've done really well today. We have block crosses much better than we have in the past.
Definitely.
Oh.
And it comes again. There's an art to it, or a lack of art to it, of block the cross and let that be a job unto itself, as opposed to tackle them, but also I'm going to think about getting on the front foot with this tackle. Sometimes just defend. Curtis Jones went back and tried the most yellow cards tackle I've ever seen ever. Referee plays advantage.
Same again, please, boys. Get that cross stopped.
Yeah.
Nope. Oh yes, Cody.
Didn't quite get over to it enough, but the go-go gadget legs.
Offside, surely, lad. No.
Near post. Oh my God.
He was offside.
He was offside.
Fucking
pathetic.
It was miles offside.
Again. Just gives encouragement. It makes it feel like it's Liverpool are under more pressure than they are.
I mean, put your flag up,
miles offside.
Everyone knew. I think everyone knew. But you know what, Canate there could easily kick that lad in the head.
Yeah. But even like, let's say he gets the right angle on the flick on it, ends in the back of the net. All of a sudden you're like, oh, we've conceded, and I know it's not, but you're shell shocked because
Liverpool's line was excellent then. Yeah. So often in the past, actually recent past, we've had people one deeper than the rest or whatever.
We're not quite on this enough for my liking. Szoboszlai's really digging in, actually, isn't he, to do with the defensive stuff. Is Gomez going for a big switch, looking for Ekitike? Can you chest it? Probably needed a flick on more than anything else there.
Yeah.
But he's still battling.
It just isn't sticking at the moment.
Paquetá's getting more and more into this game. Just need to get a grip again, Liverpool.
We just need to. It needs to stick up front.
I do. This is the thing again about the tiring legs a bit. I wonder whether McAllister would have been a decent candidate to bring off at some point here, but now that we've got Jones on the pitch, you've kind of left yourself without.
It'll be Endo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah.
The next one, by the way, it's his last one, so if he wants to make 3, he can, but
yeah. In
terms of, like, what's the word, slots, for lack of a better phrase for Nana.
Yeah. Okay, again, defends really well there.
Yeah, he has. But then it's got to stick now.
Well done.
Man on.
Curtis Jones.
He had no one, though, to be fair to him, but well done. Second balls.
Turn. got to open it up. Szoboszlai's going to provide a bit of width if he keeps going somehow.
I think, to be fair, there was no one up. I think that was right by Sabo. Because even if he'd got played in, then he'd have had no one for the next pass. That's good.
Good footy. Szoboszlai gets fouled, but they play on. Curtis just tries to push it through to Gakpo.
That was
the right idea.
It was never on that.
Cut out the clearance and it's back on McAllister.
It's been a very mixed bag from Curtis. He's had a couple of really nice flicks and tricks and then some absolute stinkers as well. Like, found a bit of...
Sobo's got some space now. Ekitike peels away to the right-hand side. He's into the box.
Is it? No.
Tries to force the cross.
Get back, boys. This lad will run you if he gets acres of space further.
Szoboszlai's on his toes.
That's fine.
Shoves him to the ground for a kick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Thanks to Michael and Rob.
We've ordered my book while we've been in the second half, by the way. You're a lovely human being.
Mikey, Rob, lad. How damn it cold here?
I know, it's not warm in here, is it? Just wait with Chloe here to bring the heater down.
Do you think since I've lost weight, I've got less
flubber
to keep me warm?
It's like the reverse Eskimo.
Well, then again.
Canate. Where's the out ball?
Oh, careful. He's done well there.
Yeah.
He bought that foul, Szoboszlai.
It's the thing, though, with no Wirtz on the pitch. He was a player. He was bailing everyone out. Yeah, and now we're back to like everyone's kind of got to figure their own shit out, which is not great.
I think it just needs to stick up front more.
I do wonder whether this is maybe one of the situations now where do you maybe take McAllister off, push Szoboszlai back into midfield, and then just put Salah back on the right hand side now. And just you've got an out ball there.
What's happening here? Oh, they're making us up.
Paquetá.
I'm amazed that they're taking him off.
Oh,
no, he's just fighting with the ref. Oh, I think maybe he booked him for a bit of dissent. He's still going. He's fuming. Oof. He's going to get himself sent off. Paquetá is going mad at this ref. Look at him. I think leave him, Ali. Let him get sent off.
The Brazilians are coming to the rescue there.
I don't know what's happened there, but Paqueta's lost his shit with this ref. Bringing the two captains over to calm down. But he's going back again. Yeah. Book him. You can't let him do that to you. He's in your there, yeah. Rightly so.
He's off. Lucas Paquetá is off. Is that what he was arguing for the yellow card? I think the referee was saying it was there. I don't know if we saw it on the screen, but yeah, there you go. Lucas Paquetá has been sent off. Nobody. I mean, like, has he got a holiday booked or something?
Listen, you've got to be careful with that fella.
What are the odds of him picking up a red card here?
Yeah, 2-1 on. he was like, I'm not being funny, if you're trying to get sent off, that's what you do.
That's what it looks like, yeah. Idiot.
When did he get the first book on apologies?
The worst thing is that Liverpool I was going to say, Alisson should be going over and poking him in the ribs. Should be going over and continue to wind him up because he was going to get himself. No, he's done that job for himself. Curtis Jones, Alisson, his own teammates have all tried to stop him.
He's fuming.
He's still sarcastically applauding the officials.
Was he yellow carded for the foul and then the dissent?
It must have been, mate. Honestly, I didn't see the yellow card. When did he get booked?
Then that was it. It's 2 in 2 seconds. They were like, I'm just reading the time. He got booked for like the constant fouls.
Yeah.
And then sent off for the shouting in the ref's face.
Did we not see the first yellow card on was that?
No, because he was kicking off that much. He booked him twice. That's crazy. So that was the foul. And then what do you get booked for? So let's see. I'm trying to
so I see, so it's the send.
He waves it. Yeah, so he waves his hand.
He clearly tells the referee to fuck off, doesn't he?
Yeah. And then he goes back in his face. So twice. Look at that! What are you doing? Yeah, you can't do that, lad. It's his own fault. That's absolutely ridiculous from him. But anyway, it's down to 10. Game's back underway.
Yeah, got to be solid here now, Liverpool. West Ham fans have really started to empty out already. This is a chance to...
That was crazy.
This has got to be... I've got to go put this game to bed now. Ekitike down the left-hand side. Starting to angle his run inside, pushes it past his man.
No, it wasn't a foul. He got the ball.
Szoboszlai kind of played like it was.
Come on, boys. We don't need to be playing basketball against 10 men.
No. We look a bit... Gakpo and Sobo.
There's a couple of lads there who look a bit tired.
Yeah, Szoboszlai and Gakpo look knackered then trying to get
Ekitike's holding his knee. think you're right. I don't think he was fouled. I think he got the ball, to be honest. Let's have a look. Oh no, he didn't. It was foul.
Yeah, between them and gets cleaned out.
Yeah,
It's
it was
a
should have been
fucking
a
free
foul.
kick
Yeah, it
all
was.
day. Yeah, Bermo there saying had a few quid on himself to be sent
That,
off.
you're not allowed to say
obviously.
that.
Allegedly. Yeah.
What odds was he? He'll know.
Yeah.
That was bizarre.
Over
that.
and under.
Twice,
Over and under 3. Yeah.
Twice, getting the sense twice in a matter of moments. But once the ref has booked him, you have to shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Even Alisson was trying to help him.
Red mist come down there, but it's a come down over such a stupid thing.
Alisson had even tried to calm him down.
To get booked for dissent twice in the space of like a minute is mental.
Yeah.
But I think Liverpool might need another sub here, Steve.
Yeah, they looked at some tight legs here. And we're playing against 10 now.
But they've got this, like, they'll just may as well throw everything at us here. Wan-Bissaka's round the back.
That Robbo's
Robbo on. Oh, so that's it.
We have made subs then. I didn't even see that. Sorry. When did that happen? Yeah, that is the sub then, mate. He's broke hair's off for Robbo, so that's us.
Okay.
We've got 2 more subs, we can't use them, so... I didn't even see that. Come on, Liverpool. They've got 10 players. Why are we letting them play through us?
Oh. Unbelievable. Oh my God, he's fired it wide. Jared Bowen just had a clean strike from the edge of the box and he's missed. And if that was a goal. That was, in every game we've played this season, this year, goes in. And he's missed it. And that's got to be it. We've got to use that as a moment here. Can't fault the commitment from Liverpool. Everyone was, it was all... all hands to the pump there to try and stop it, but Jesus Christ.
It just got a bit scrappy, didn't it?
That is I know I've seen a lot of people saying this about like throwing the bodies on the line. Do you remember that? We had this a couple of seasons ago and we went to Old Trafford and I think it was Van Dijk slid in and Jadon Sancho just dropped the shoulder and went past him and we looked like dickheads. That's the problem sometimes when you get into that mindset of like everyone throw bodies on the line.
He should have scored. The bad miss that.
Yeah, it is. This is they've
got
no reason to
2 minutes to overtime. Come on, Liverpool! Fucking put a tackle in!
Well done. I can see
there we go.
Well.
You can't stand off them, lads.
Whew. Well,
they've got the big lads on. They've got 10 players, but they're not lumping it yet.
I really want Liverpool to score again because I want the comfort, but I also want. I'm desperate for the biscuits.
We're stuck in between. We don't know what to do here. We're like, do we attack? Do we defend? Do we press? Do we sit back? We're not quite sure. But they're finding gaps, that'll do. They're finding gaps.
Just do what we've been doing. Just get in the face. Stop them from passing the ball further up the pitch.
They're finding a few more gaps that I'd like us to.
Sub's a bit of a mad one. Kevin has been excellent.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Yeah, maybe.
It's like a change for no reason there. When, as you said, Gakpo looks knackered, McAllister looks knackered, Szoboszlai looks knackered.
Free kick to them for something. The ball's going to come into our box then, is it? So they've got a free kick on the right. I'm not sure what it was for.
Oh, don't need this in my life. Just need us to just win. Okay, free kick
we are deep
to West
again.
Ham.
Look how deep we are. We're on our pen spot.
It's like midway inside our half, far side, free kick.
Yeah, it's clearly
just going to bomb this one into the box.
Big head, Liverpool.
Big
Come on,
lads in.
Ali.
Alisson's there.
Didn't get there.
Ibu got the header on it rather than the goalkeeper there. Gravenberch just floats one up into touch. Way to there, toward the halfway line. And Liverpool, yeah, don't overcommit.
Count in now, aren't we?
Curtis doing well there. Just again, make them think about it, rush them into decisions.
Yes, yeah, boys.
Exactly, well done.
Oh, I thought that was Afro.
He's enthusiastic, that Diouf, isn't he?
5
minutes of additional time. Seems a lot.
Yeah. Well, subs, a goal, the red card.
Yeah. I mean, Paqueta was probably arguing for a minute and a half of that, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay, Wan-Bissaka. Up to the right. Stam trying to build their way into this game, trying to grab something back. I mean, every time this season where we've thrown the kitchen sink at something, someone's just scored on the counter-attack against us, I would really, really like Liverpool to do that to West Ham now. Just catch them with the pants down and finish this game off.
Lads!
Lads! Goes to ground.
Lads!
Goes to ground. The panic stations from Liverpool, and then Van Dijk steps in and does what he needs to do there. Just
Van Dijk's right. How have you let him run? One lad down to three of us. We have lads on the floor.
This is what I was saying. Slide tackles are contagious, mate.
Oh, keep...
Another one into the box.
Keeper!
Gomez under it, and the goalkeeper will claim it. Well done,
Get on, we just panicked.
Jones slides in for no reason.
And then he booted.
Yeah. Oh, Brighton 2 up against Forest. McAllister punts a header forward, and then
get the ball on the floor, boys.
Control the ball.
Yeah.
Offer for a pass. Robertson.
Nice.
Well done, Robbo. Go on. There we go. Gakpo. Keep running, Robbo.
No, don't get back. Why are you running?
In the box. Just fucking put the game to bed. Robertson. It was overplayed. Oh, Szoboszlai's taking it off the keeper's toes. Puts it back to Gomez. Oh, Joe, your moment. Gakpo! There it is! Yes! And there is the win for Liverpool! At long last! West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. Cody Gakpo, the man on the spot, to put the game to bed at last.
Get in, Liverpool. Get in. It's about time. And Cody Gakpo honestly frustrates you, but he's going to leave again with a goal and an assist. And I'll be honest, I was like, Robbo, get yourself back. Like, we don't need you up there, but it's his little flick.
Got to put the game to bed in them
you're
situations.
Right. I was shit out.
Szoboszlai does brilliantly. Takes it off the goalkeeper's toes. Gomez plays the cross in.
Lovely by
Terrible
Gakpo.
defending.
Brilliant.
Great touch by Gakpo. Chests it down, spins, powers it past the goalie.
Brilliant. Stinky defender by Mavropanos.
Oh, I know.
Gomez fires. Look at this for Gakpo. What a touch on his chest. I think it's his chest. And then fires it in. Excellent. Excellent.
Well done, Liverpool. 2.5 minutes, just less than left to go in this game. Well done, Cody. God, we needed that.
Yeah, we did. We needed it. The manager needed it. Are they checking the on ball? Wait for the biscuits. No, goal given. It's fine.
Yes, goal given.
I think they were just checking the on ball.
Yeah. It was, I mean, that would have been very on brand for that to be ruled out. Oh, yeah. Right, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going for? What a celebratory bit. Look how many white seats there are there.
Oh, there come West Ham.
Well done, Ibu. Well defended.
What's your biscuit? What's your celebratory biscuit of choice then?
I have to go with your original shout earlier on. I'm going to go. Do you want one of these chocolatey wheel ones?
No, I'm alright, thanks, mate. There you go, Liverpool on the attack again. Go on, let's go make it. Now we can make it 3.
Oh, tastes so good.
Yes, boy.
Tastes so good.
Fill your boots. Take like victory ball. This Premier League's mad, lad. I've got no idea who I wanted to win in these other games that are happening, but as it stands, we're up to 8th. Go above Crystal Palace, thanks to... because Brighton, I have no idea.
Whatever. I'm not looking at the league table till January now.
What, 2 points off 4th? That's until later anyway. Chelsea play Arsenal later, don't they? All the teams above us won, to be fair. Sunderland, United, Brighton, Villa. If that goes by logic, Chelsea are probably going to beat Arsenal. Although...
That'd be great. Don't mind that. Anyway. Oh my God. That was wonderful stuff. So much so that when this game finishes, I'm going to have another one.
Yeah, absolutely. Fill your boots.
Gravenberch, Canate. Liverpool are just letting the seconds drip out all the way back to Alisson. West Ham are done.
No, hey, didn't bring Salah on.
Well, didn't need him.
No, but just interesting. Sometimes you just humour the star player, don't you?
Listen, if Florian Wirtz has been kept out of this side because of the form of Szoboszlai, then if Salah's not performing, then he can come out the side. You just footballers, names and reputations can't matter when you're not winning football
Maybe
matches.
a third year, Gaffer, do you want it? No, I thought Sobo could have. If it was 2-0, I'd have wanted Gomez to shoot before. But I want no cross it, Joe.
I said, it's your moment, Joe Gomez's moment. Oh, look at that. Gomez is walking it back across the halfway line. He's waiting for the referee to do the decent thing.
Just blow the game whistle, lads. We don't need to carry on, do we? Is that because we scored in injury time? Do you have to play the extra 30 seconds? We don't need it. They don't need it.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Do not adjust your phone screens or television sets. Liverpool Football Club have won a game of football. Yes. And guess what? The most expensive football player in British football history has scored a goal for us as well. Alex Isak has bagged. Cody Gakpo scored.
Clean sheet.
Clean sheet. Oh my giddy aunt. West Ham 0, Liverpool 2. Steve, who was your oosh player of the match?
This is interesting because the stats suggest probably it should be Cody Gakpo with a goal and an assist.
Nope. Not giving it to him.
Wirtz is in the mix.
Wirtz is in the mix.
I'm tempted to give it to Gomez.
Wow.
Just because
Okay.
I thought he just make me just look better. I thought Kirk has played well. Like some good performances there for Liverpool.
For the first time in God knows how long, I am really, really looking forward to doing the player rankings.
I'm going to give it to Gomez, mate. I'm going to give it to Joe Gomez. I thought Wirtz was excellent, and if you can feel free to.
Sorry, what the
feel
fuck?
free.
What the fuck are you doing?
The chat agrees. Some of the chat agrees.
I'm sorry, but what are you doing? Alex Isak just scored in the league for us.
It was a great.
Wirtz absolutely bossed the game when he was on the pitch. And look, I love Joe Gomez. I'm not against it, but Gakpo got a goal and an assist.
I know, I'm giving it to Joe. He played right back, right midfield and right wing. he was the entire right side of our team. By the way, coming in, injections in his knee, out the cold, hasn't played for weeks. To come in and do that, I'm going to reward him for that. So yeah, I'm going to name Joe Gomez as my Ushman of the match.
Sorry, I'm just watching the interaction between Isak but Isak has the look there of a man who's received more than one telling off from Virgil van Dijk in recent weeks there. It's like, all right, Sad, yeah, I'll just do my business, mate, and we'll crack on. Excellent stuff. Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that we have got another show. It is over on Redmen Plus. If you head to redmenplus.com and sign up, you can watch the player rankings show after this. Is it me and you on that one?
Oh, yes.
Oof. You can vote on your player performances over on our Twitter account, probably right now, if you head over to x.com and use that one. And then, yeah, me and Steve are going to be going through that, talking through some good performances. They're not all going to be in your messing. There's going to be some in Boss.
Well, we're doing the show.
Oh.
The last show, I didn't even do it.
Yeah.
I just give it up. I was like, I'm not doing this.
Yep.
We got before 4-1. I just want to talk to the manager.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I am going to indulge in another biscuit. And Liverpool are back to winning ways. Decisions. I can't do that live on the tube. There's too many decisions. I'm going to make another cup of tea. I'm going to film my reaction video, which will be on YouTube, so stay tuned for that one. Join us over on redmenplus.com for a brilliant show. And then tomorrow there'll be a final word show at 10 a.m. live on Redmen Plus. Then we've got the podcasts Monday afternoon. And again, yeah, if you want to grab a copy of The Eternal Flame, my new novel, head to magepublishing.com as well.
Flying, are we? Absolutely flying.
Get yourself some Christmas jumpers as well.
If you're going to
Fair Day Xmas.
Don't. I'm in too good a mood. If you're gonna join up redmenplus.com, why wouldn't you? Do join as a legend. Even if you just do it for the first month, you can win one of 25 prizes.
But don't be a shitbag. Stay for 2 months just to make it worthwhile. But yeah, be in the draw for that signed Kenny Dalglish shop. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you everybody who stuck through it in the last few weeks when we've been fucking god awful at times. Liverpool won a game of football. Isn't life so much better when that's the case?
We're so back.
We're back, baby.
We're back, baby. We're so back. The Reds are back. Here we come, second half of the season. We're coming for you.
Yeah, come for that top 4 place. Right, we'll see you over on Redmen Plus very shortly. Ta-ra.